All right. TCH Dallas Live is back. Let us know if you guys got us. But we should be back in live. Sorry about the delay, folks. You're just joining us. We have a 5-10-25 no-limit game tonight. Already lost one player.
Oh, that's cool.
Appreciate that.
All right. Louie's back in the chat. First one in. Thank y'all for hanging in with us as we went through some technical difficulties. We did pull some strings. We've got a good production staff that is able to pull this together.
All right. No pressure.
But we're still planning on being here till 11 p.m. tonight, so we are still going.
Right there.
Oh, Danny Chen.
Oh, Danny boy. Oh, that
Young Danny?
Oh, I'd rather have Danny. How many Dannys are there? There's the one and only.
You said Asian Danny, but there's two Asian Dannies there.
Oh, there's two Asian Dannys. That's true.
We need better nicknames.
Yeah.
John with the ass. That's a good one.
Okay. 300.
That looks like
Appreciate that.
They haven't had a serious here in a while, have they? No. I think the last one.
Ooh. No. Oh, man.
Matt won. Okay, yeah.
He said that. I was like, what? I'm doing good at my job right now.
Now you in?
Did get a new dealer since we got everybody back in. We got Dane dealing for us now. Looking to fill that 3 seat. I think we're going to get a player coming in here shortly. And Aaron was not able to get signed back in through the other platform, so it's just going to be me for just a little bit until RJ Dupree comes in. But yeah, hopefully we get a bunch of folks back in the chat and we'll still have a good time. Plenty of chips still on the table and in play.
How's Louie doing?
She's great. She's a little brat, but she's a spoiled princess, so my own fault. She's a big girl. She's really smart. She can do a lot of tricks now. How about your dog?
Pretty good. Rough start to the year, but you know, it's good enough.
Health-wise or what?
He went to doggy daycare and got bit one day, so he had like a little puncture on his arm. He had like a.
I get so like freaked out about those
happens. Yeah, so he was home for like 2 weeks healing up from that, and then took him back to a different daycare, and he was there for like a week and having a good time. But then they had kennel cough roll through, so like he caught that, even though he's vaccinated, but still like.
Great.
So then he was home for another like, I don't know, 2.5, 3 weeks for that. And that was like full house arrest. They were like, we'll even go on walks. I'm like, okay, well.
Big hand brewing here.
I'm always like weary about
John
this.
H.
When I went to Whistler, Casey was out
Playing a
of
little
town for
coy
the
with the
weekend,
ace
so
king. Bobby
I
coming in
took her to one of those overnight
with a
places,
big
but
3-bet to
she
700
took
with
me
2
to-
red
apparently
jacks.
She was like so stressed out when she
And
got
now
hurt
back to
and-
John, and you can see what's going through his head here.
No, I don't. I completely understand. It was such a good situation for us, but.
And you know my oldest too.
Yeah, and they love her too, so that's why it's really sad.
We used to have her sleep with us.
Yeah.
We used to watch her dog, and then my little one got
Just folded the ace king.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing you can do.
Yeah, I mean,
dog's so cool.
John's saying that's the nittiest fold I've ever made. But yeah, he folded ace king there pre-flop.
Like we can like take him on walks,
But,
but like,
you know.
he's got so much energy, man. He can go and play for like 7 hours straight and come home and like
I can't get a dog like that. Although Bluey's been getting more energy.
it's not really, but
but
you know,
she
I
looks a
always
nap too,
say
which is nice.
he'll chill out eventually, man. He's like 9 months old. He's 10 months old now, so like,
I don't think
you just have that phase.
No more puppy face.
Yeah.
Then I started thinking about all the coolers on the table, and I was like, oh my god, is it my turn?
Good. Yeah. Here comes ace jack.
Yeah, take him to
It's
daycare,
gonna
he
be
comes
tough.
home.
You'll be a
He's
tough
actually a little
spot.
chill out and sleep that night, and the next day he's usually pretty chill. It's like every other day we'll take him, you know? So it's working out well.
Yeah, I think I would have had to, but
Yeah, you have to.
Open ender for JD. Spooky with the gutter ball. A lot of those jacks are out. You can see both JD and Danny holding one of them. He's going to bet, though. What's up, Jack? Not sure who's coming in, but I think we got a player coming in seat 3.
Did you win the most recent round?
No, that was hard.
JD, you can bet and take that down.
4 bullets.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, he
Got
max
me in
late.
trouble, huh?
His final bullet was like, it was something stupid like 13 bigs. And he wasn't letting me buy any, but he was like, oh, like I'll sell a little bit at the end because I'll only have like 13 bigs. I was like, sure, yeah, I'll take 10%. Then he just shifts it. I'm like, cool. So I had only action of that one bullet.
single bullet?
That he won.
Oh, hell yeah.
So I was
That's
like,
amazing.
yeah, it was perfect for me.
All right, we got the blackjacks this time. Spooky's holding them.
Yeah, honestly, it's probably closer than you think. She's half the price. It's 2,500.
I don't know why nobody knows how to play jack.
going around.
No, yours was
hot.
56. Okay,
Nobody
so
wants to get after Spooky tonight. He's going to win another one.
Alan, you said you're out this weekend?
Or mine,
Let me confirm
the
here.
first I rolled out.
I was supposed to be, we're still trying to figure things out. Like,
Sounds like the lovely Miss Mallerie is going to sit in for a little bit. So
now if you're
Mallerie
on
Poker
Saturday,
might
you're
be
going
coming in
somewhere.
and playing.
6K for first.
But
And you got 35.
Jack, I will let her know that maybe you're interested.
Yeah.
Yeah, for some reason that got a lot of interest. 90.
I know it's a little tighter play for the start of the night.
I'm going to be there, but I might be hungover as fuck.
Had a couple players obviously getting after it early, and
Some good friends of ours are getting married.
just didn't work out for them. But
Good friends of ours are getting married.
Oh,
Having like a big, like all out, like black
Spooky
tie
got
wedding, like, the
jacks
Arboretum and stuff.
again.
They got an event starting at like Friday.
Oh, it's at the Arboretum?
Yeah.
Damn.
We had like a part like one starts like lunch at Friday at noon, and then there's like a party Friday night. And then there's like a So activities Friday morning, and then like so it's like a 2-day thing. It'd be fun.
Any chips?
I was so sad.
Sunday
about
morning
that
out.
whole tournament.
They're rolling.
I burnt myself out.
2-day thing you said?
I remember that.
Yeah, I mean they just like because some people traveling in, so like
Oh, I see.
Play every hand for
they have like
2
a
hours,
Friday night like party kind of planned, and then like they have like a brunch on Saturday and an event Saturday night. They have a Sunday morning brunch too. I'm gonna have to skip that, but like my wife will go. So.
Couldn't stop him.
It'll be fun.
Even
We
after
got a hotel
MT,
downtown and stuff.
Nice, man. Nice.
Had to go to the tailor today, get my pants.
Weather's supposed to be amazing.
I
Yeah,
lost
he made it
Yeah.
A little bit hot,
If
but
I was blowing the bubble, like
still
usually on the bus, that's a big
bearable.
Yeah, you got a big indoor space plus like outdoor space,
Oh,
like
okay.
an indoor outdoor. So
Finally had
yeah,
to
it'll
lie.
be good.
We both had the good chance.
nice, man. Weddings are always fun.
Open bar. They got a show.
pretty poor.
Man, I wish I was there for yours.
I'm coming to your 6. Oh shit.
Were you
All right, Spooky is running hot.
Yeah. God, yeah, man.
Wins another one there.
Horses, buddy. You got the horses. Buddy.
Got that original stack up
Horses, buddy.
over 10K now, and you can see he's up 6.5K for the night. I think he started out with just 4,100, so really nice night so far. Of course, we missed a handful of hands when we had those tech issues, but we did lose our boy David Benitez. He just decided that wasn't on his game and
Costa Rica,
wasn't focused and wanted to call tonight and come back and give her another shot. But David's always welcome, one of my favorite to play with.
You been before?
Always a good time, always action, always having a lot of fun.
No, yeah, she grew up around them, so.
Okay.
Scott and Big Gal waking up with a couple of
My horse
fives.
just kept wanting to sprint away, and I was like, slow down. I couldn't control it at all, and it was just sprinting after her the whole time.
Horse is real smart.
Well, yeah, this one did whatever it wanted.
Trying to get away from
Nine, queen, queen. John out flopping the fives of Scott. Probably not going to go anywhere though.
Your horse ran off and you couldn't control it, and she rode up beside you and saved you.
Yeah,
Comes along for 200.
She runs up next to you, pulls out the horse and saves you.
At one point,
Now
my
we red
hat
jack
used
both
to fly
players
off.
with
Occasionally
a
go
heart.
there,
John
but-
actually has the better one with the 6 of hearts.
Yeah. I was like, I don't want to have to get off and back on again.
That's funny. That was like work retreat thing, right?
What's that?
The work retreat. Yeah, you're telling me about it a little bit, I think. I think last time I talked to you.
All right, shows Scott the bad news. He was out flop. 9 is
That was
good.
a while ago. That was in January.
Shows Scott winning. Scott didn't win that hand.
I think it was in January.
That was actually the 5 seat. John, there we go. John H wins the hand.
Yeah.
And we were gonna go to Spain to do like a vacation / EPT, but I think we're gonna switch it somehow.
Oh, nice. Anywhere in mind?
I don't know. I was really set on Spain. We might go to like Malta maybe.
So not the old dart to the map trick.
No. Because timing is really important.
Yeah.
600.
Z-Fish going to come in for a 3-bet with the ace-5. Now Danny on the button in position here with a suited ace. Will he play back at Z-Fish or just pick another spot? He's going to make the call in position. Both players are going to miss. Just one heart out there.
She wants to get this like Lexus SUV.
Now might be getting some chips over there.
Oh no. And anyway, we like went to the dealership and like test drove it. She's like, oh yeah, it's great, perfect. Like, okay, great. And we started talking to the guy. We're like, okay, like we were like.
Z-Fish going to continue here.
Yeah, just like go home and email me.
400.
Yeah, you should, like,
Danny says something smells funny here.
like,
Z-Fish.
Everyone on the way is already reserved. Go home, email me, and I'll get you on the list, and then we can get your reserve.
And
I'm just like, oh,
spicy
okay.
little turn card there now.
All the way to the
Danny
list,
with
right?
the
Like,
nut heart draw.
Same thing. They're all just like backlog.
Z-Fish open-ended.
So like, I look at there's like
And he
dealerships
checks.
in Oklahoma City. And I was like, this is kind of hard. But, like, they say they have 2 on the lot. I was like, okay, I'm just message them same thing. They're like, no, those are already sold. They're just We can't keep the website updated, you know? And then I have like Charlie we play with, the car guy, and I was like, hey, you don't have any like Lexus guys? He goes, yeah, I got guys, a bunch of Lexus dealerships in Missouri. He can get you anything. I'm like, okay, tell me about this. It's like a Lexus RX, which is like the most popular selling like SUV.
Yeah.
And he like mentioned that guy, the guy goes,
Danny definitely not
we're
thinking
looking
that
at
hit
backlog too. Like, I can
Z-Fish's
sell one of the next
range.
pieces. I'm just like,
And he's going to try
entire
to
southern US
bet it while he's got the equity here with the hearts.
Spent all last week helping my daughter find
Z-Fish
cars.
did get a little equity himself,
It was a nightmare.
open-ended.
I mean, the experience that I had, I don't even
Buddy's like, you can get a deal? I'm like, buddy, they're 2 months out. I'm happy to do
And if it goes to showdown, we have a chop here.
No, on top he's just like, yeah.
You can't find one, a slightly used one or anything, or I guess not, huh?
There are some Sally used ones, which we were looking at. But
3,400 out there in the middle.
Well, those used cars, though, man, they're pricey right now.
for now, what we did is we reserved a new one that's like 6 weeks out, and then but it's not like exactly what she wants, so we might go a little further out. So, but we got a really good corporate rate in like Avis, so we just like, rented a car for a month, and it was like $900 or something for a month.
Oh. Thank goodness Danny did not muck his cards. Z-Fish said ace high, and he's thinking, okay, I can't be good here, but you actually are chopping with the ace 5 as you're going to play the 6.
For me?
No, no.
Now you're getting a grin out of Danny because he was not thrilled about the way that ran out. But he will be happy to know that he gets half of that $1,700 pot, or $3,400 pot, 17 something going back to Danny.
Ooh, baby, baby.
Chop pot will feel good when you're stuck.
Nice hand.
And just like that, Miss Mallerie is going to sit down and play for a little while.
Oh my God, the winner of the tournament is coming to crush.
See, we just need her little poster right on the back in the background, so we be reminded of that.
Thank you, everybody who tuned back in after the other streaming service kicked us off. We were able to get this thing back up and running. Wasn't able to get my boy Aaron McAvoy back on with me as he's doing this remotely down in Austin, but I will be joined here shortly by my man RJ Dupree. Usually comes in around 10 on Tuesday nights, but he's going to come in about an hour at 9, so y'all bear with me. Keep engaged in the chat. Let's have some fun while it's just me solo in here. And there you go, the lovely Miss Mallerie, Malpal, gonna sit down and try to steal some money from these boys. Let's go, Mal.
Picture. Now she takes her chips and walks away. I remember the next gen kids would sometimes come over to our game. Back then they were playing like 2-5. They would come over to our game sometimes and be like, hey guys, can we take a picture with your stack?
Oh yeah.
Who said that?
The next gen guys, kids when they were like in college coming up, like,
They want
they want to have a thumbnail with like little chips and a lot of chips.
I remember.
And now he married a billionaire princess.
Playing heads up in Vegas, just chilling.
You married who?
Kitty Club. I think $1 billion is probably pushing it, but their family's worth a lot.
They got married?
They had a kid. Oh,
I had no idea.
did you know they had a kid?
Oh, you heard it here first, guys. All you got to do is start a poker vlog, go to Vegas, run into a heiress to millions, and marry her. That is the dream.
My God.
Go.
Sugar mamas, where you at? Still looking for mine.
Yeah, where are we going?
I call. What's she? Oh,
Well, look at your hand first. If it's aces, keep it in.
Yeah, how much you start with that? 4.
I was gonna say, you're supposed to like bring like a 15 chips, put it down, take the picture, and then like be like, actually playing. Yeah.
I heard it was. Oh, let's hear it.
Actually, they're all in
Damn,
the
I had position.
She's gonna make herself 1,000 less after she does. What a tragedy. Alright, this has been my mistake. I gotta stack.
Mallory's going to come in for a raise on our first hand. Let's see what the hand is when we get this action tracking back going here. There we go. She's got an ace-7 of diamonds in the cutoff.
Did you find your daughter? Did you find her card?
At the risk of getting myself wound up, we found a card. It was right late afternoon, and she needed to get to work. So they wanted me to wait and go through the whole finance deal and everything. I said, I'm not finance, I'm just paying.
Ooh, diamond. That is a spicy card there, as both Mallerie and Scott have diamonds.
I said, here, we'll do all the paperwork when I pick it up, because they said it would be Tuesday. That was on Friday. So we're in contact.
This is the one time Big Gay Al doesn't want backdoor flushes.
We finally tell them, we'll pick it up Wednesday morning, because they're doing a tent job on it, too.
And Big Gay Al dodges that.
Wednesday morning, she turns in the rental car, and I pick her up. I text the salesman, we're on our way. He calls me and says, they sold your car.
What the fuck?
What do you mean they sold it? I already paid.
They realized what kind of collision they were almost on course for there. Scott showing her he also had the diamonds.
I mean, we wasted the whole
Welcome to the table, Mallerie. Just come on in and win $500.
I mean,
Easy peasy.
Then we ended up at Mallerie, Mazda, in Irving. We found a car. It had a little problem whenever you hit the brakes. It would go underneath the car. I don't know if that's a safety issue or not, but we'll buy the car. We'll agree on the price. I said, but y'all have to fix that. No. I put $1,000 down. We'll pick it up in the morning. Get there in the morning.
That appointment you had?
Yeah, that's going to be like $1,600 fixed, and we don't want to do it. So, but y'all already agreed on it. Yeah, we're not going to do it.
I already got warmed up here, you know.
And then all the rest of it was just going and looking at cars that look great online, and then you looked at them and then just.
Danny gonna raise it up with the ace queen. Spooky, who's running great so far. He's gonna come along with those hockey sticks, pocket sevens. JD gonna give the Jack 10 a run.
Inventory.
Yeah, this case.
I believe Z-Fish also is going to be in there with the 8-5 of spades. So pair for 3 of the players here. Spooky 1 in hand. Top pair for JD. Second pair for Z-Fish. Checks around and spicy little turn card again. 6 of spades.
This is her first new card.
So I haven't seen it. It's a little scary.
I know, but what's the worst gonna happen?
Excuse me, I guess it's the spades.
Yeah.
Yo, got graphics corrected.
Do not?
No, their prices are like 20% higher. No.
Even if you get
Oh, are they scam artists? Oh, are they?
well, just bullshit like they don't send titles to people.
Oh, yeah, that's
7 to 8 months.
yeah. They all can do
And
that.
then sometimes you'll end up with something.
Well, we
a
went.
lot of them that didn't even have, you know, like they were stolen.
So we went to a reputable, what we thought was a reputable dealership instead of buying off the used market, you know, with these little sidecar lots and stuff, thinking that would help us avoid the pitfalls.
Yeah, no, you get the worst.
Yeah. I mean,
And if that is indeed the queen of spades, that is definitely makes sense why Danny is so perked up and why he's being raised here by Z-Fish. Danny now is the one with top pair. Yeah, it's the queen of spades.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But they didn't ever respond.
Needs to dodge a 7 or a spade, and one of the last 2 sevens comes out. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought there was a 6 out there. That's not the queen of, or the 6 of spades. Just needed to dodge an 8 or a 5 or a spade there. So safe river for Danny. That scared me for a second, as we originally had the board reading that it was a 6 of spades on the turn. It is the queen of spades, so Danny is still safe here. Check mark by his name.
Because people will order a new car and it's like, oh, it's on the way, and like, it gets all the specs you want, and the car show up and like, oh, I'll be in the morning to pick it up, and then as soon as they show up and like, yeah. So, oh, somebody came in last night and liked your car.
And was right here with the money, so
yeah.
First come,
They're here
first serve.
they're here 12 hours before you.
Unfortunately, I didn't realize that's the way it worked.
Yeah.
Because I just assumed when they took my check that it was a done deal. And oh yeah, I could probably sue him in small claims court.
Sorry,
You
I thought it was
know,
on you.
get damages and wasting the whole weekend, and you know. And,
I don't even remember how the accent was supposed to work. I didn't mean to. I was.
All right, got to feel good for Danny taking down a nice pot there. 1680 in profit going his way.
Right.
Here's our win-loss there. So Z-World so far
Well, it's,
is stuck the most,
punitive.
6K.
Punitive damage.
Danny's still down right around 5K. Scott up a whole $25. Solid trip to Taco Bell. Mallory's played one hand and she's already won 500.
Let's see,
No, but for me, punitive is the pain and stuff that I went through. For punitive damage.
You don't have actual damage.
Maybe I
You only
misunderstood
have
what
punitive.
punitive is.
I think the punitive is like additional. You have to have actual damage and then it's additional.
So I have actual.
Well, but a judge should slap the wrist.
Seafish going to raise it up with a really fun hand that we all love, the 9-10 of spades.
I got you.
But yeah, I think you're using it.
Okay, I got you.
But you don't have real losses.
Yeah, I just wasted the whole weekend.
Yeah, that's your time value.
And her insurance company put her on, she had to turn her car in on Wednesday.
Okay.
So here it was Wednesday morning, we turned it in. Now she doesn't have a rental car.
3 players coming along,
She's maxed out her days of rental.
all kind of with similar holdings here.
Because now what is it?
And the pre-flop raiser is actually the one who's going to like this the most. Just with a 10 high, but it's spades.
Yeah, give more of a rebate. Unless you get a judge that says, that's bullshit the way you're doing it in public, and we're gonna make it a point here.
Okay. But you got a card now.
If she got a car now,
she likes it. She likes it? That's good.
Yeah. But I mean, he said,
I'm so glad that you went with me. They would eat me alive. And they would. Because I mean, that's what they do now. So we agreed on the price, and then he comes in with this spreadsheet. And it's like,
he got $4,200 on there for a reconditioning. That's a new wrinkle. I've never heard of that one, but that's a new thing that they're doing. They sprayed off the engine and check the brakes and stuff, and then they just name whatever price, and then you can negotiate it.
150.
I said, yeah, here's my negotiation. I'm not paying any of that.
All right, Mallory going to open this up to 150. Ace King for under the gun +1. And now back to Bobby in the cutoff with Ace King. He is going to raise it up. Spooky running good, but doesn't want to get out of line here with the King-9. John had the ace-queen, so he's already made the call for 150 as well. So let's see what happens when it gets back to Malpal. Big grin on her face. And she just rips it right in Bobby's face. Makes the call.
I made a big bowl.
We've been doing this shit all night. Yeah. I got it all in with JD.
Well, maybe not.
2 spades? Nobody has a spade. Oh, Spooky. Spooky with the straight flush.
Nobody has a spade.
Oh. Spooky had the straight flush.
This is 2 times. We got to run a second time to see.
Was never going to see,
See who's going to get lucky.
obviously, a flop there with 2 people going all in front of him.
What are you doing? Shoving on me? Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me?
I let you know I got a premium.
Man,
How many ace kings?
it's Spooky's night.
How
Wow.
many ace kings do you had tonight?
I may have won with 0.
I think John had, what, ace queen? I think he had the ace of spades there, so.
All right, I guess we gotta launch the Nick game, you know?
Yeah, let's
No, stop playing just in case games. I mean, I haven't had the best hand in 2 sessions.
Listen, Scott, man. You played the Nick game like a king last time.
Good place.
How much are you guys doing the Nick game for?
$10.
100? $100?
$100?
100?
100.
$100.
This is, what are we doing?
Nick game.
Nick
Or 100. Okay.
He's like
I think you say 100 touches.
I'm glad I didn't suck out on that one. That would have been.
I would have been devastated.
Well, you would have never been back. No, just
I usually start off better when I'm in the
Yeah. You're doing okay.
You ran good there.
Posting blinds of Mallerie.
I definitely, I'm pretty proud of it.
Ace King like a tournament player. Look at that. All in.
That's it, man. Ace King.
Look at Ace King.
All 700 and I'm not pulling the ball.
Did you have spade, John?
I'm pretty sure. I can't remember.
John had 2 black cards and they weren't suited, so either the ace or the queen there was definitely a spade.
Both have red aces, right? So I
No, I had a club.
but your aces.
Oh, yeah.
Is it the clear?
Yeah, then I have black card.
John doesn't remember which one it was either, but knows they were both black and unsuited, so one was a spade, one was not. He would have definitely taken that one down if he decided to get in there. But yeah, Mallerie jamming in your face for that full buy-in. Ace Queen was a pretty easy fold there for John.
Well, we both have gutters, too. So.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying.
Still winning. Still winning. Still winning.
Say that. Didn't even call free.
Well, no, I hear what you're saying. Yeah.
I have a spectator in the background going to town on an apple, but I think that's Danny. I think he stepped away from the table for a second.
Kings.
Refueling the body and the brain with an apple. Instead of the Reese's peanut butter cups that I just refueled with.
Pair. In the Nick game.
And the nip bun.
Who invited this?
Yeah, who invited this lady to the game? Wins another 700.
6 deuce.
Played 2 hands, won a few $100. Over 1,000. Mallerie's up 1.2K. Played like 3
You
hands.
were pretty prop raiser, too, weren't you?
Got rid of her knit button first. Who invited this girl?
My defending range is super wide.
Gee, good play.
Should have said yes.
I know you wanted to. I would have been all for it.
I didn't see you that good.
I was expecting you to. It would have put the pressure on.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh, here comes Scott and Big Gay Al.
What'd you tell him?
I figured you were. I was like, this is like.
I'm not even gonna try. Stop. Not even gonna try. That was good enough.
Scott's going to take it down there.
But I never win this one. So at least I don't have to pay 100 to see it.
You can get aces in the splash pot.
He still is.
It can happen, but they can still hold.
Yeah, you're going to get about 5,000 of them, I think.
We do 2 400 splashes or what?
2 400 or 1 800. The person who loses gets the 2.
He's trying to get invited to all the good games. Yeah, right?
You are?
No, honey.
No?
I don't know. No.
You don't know?
You don't have one anymore. You do know that.
150.
Let's
All
go.
bitching about not having a better
Man.
Write it in.
one.
Write it in.
He's like trying to tag me and he couldn't find me.
Yeah. At first I was like super suspicious. Did I do something? And then I think of like every single thing in life that I've done. Oh, could have.
I'm just gone.
Yeah, I tried to DM you a couple.
Scott going to bet 250 with his jack. They get called quickly
I had a heartbeat actually.
by John, who's got top pair, pretty good kicker.
Spending too much time doom scrolling.
Doom scrolling is a thing, for sure.
Big Gay Al, Brian, is the biggest card protector that I think we've ever allowed. So we make an exception usually for Scott and this situation, but
I can't do it.
fortunately it doesn't block the cards or usually the chips, but you know. He's kind of a fan favorite around here, and that's why he gets allowed. But yeah, you really won't see many card protectors that are that big.
Yeah.
You never turn into tartness or
Other than to watch the Castro brothers.
Yeah.
I think I missed the most.
Yeah. I was playing at the same time. I'm pretty sure I played. These guys all have a great hand.
Oh, you're hot.
You give it away?
Yeah, it's warm in here.
What did you have?
King Queen versus Shaq.
Oh, you still have yours? No.
No.
When did you give it away?
Yes, I had
You had what?
What you want?
King Jack?
I got shorts and t-shirts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, I always bring a jacket when I zip, zip hoodie.
Mallerie in the small blind didn't want to see a flop with that queen 10 of hearts.
We're gonna push back a little bit, a little bit.
A little pushback. Oh, too easy.
JD had raised it up though with that 5 deuce of clubs. Nice, Tyler Martin showing love all the way from Australia, down under. Showing love for Z World.
Good flop for me, boys.
Good flop for me, JD says. It actually kind of was.
Straight draw.
Yeah.
Old gutter ball. It's always a good flop when your opponents miss. So JD gets rid of his knit button. So far, Vincata, yeah. A little safe tonight. We didn't have the knit buttons on earlier, but it definitely got out of hand pretty early for a few of these players. So much so that we lost one. And Miss Mallerie, who sets these lineups, actually had to come in relief. But she's off to a good start.
That probably would have been the recommended move instead of just flat with it.
250.
And attaboy, Danny. Danny waking up with a couple of kings. He's looking to get right. Z-World also looking to get right. Both of those players are stuck like Chuck.
Oh, that's always fun, yeah. You get all kinds of great shit and then game on. Okay, no.
You at least get this sweat of looking at it. You get extra sweat. You're like, peel.
Scott came along trying to ruin their party, but he's going to completely whiff.
Extra needle. Hey.
Nice fold there from Z-World.
I folded 9-4 there too. Son of a...
Pop leg.
And it was just 250.
I know. 225 you called, 250.
Oh yeah, that's right, 250. That's what made it different. And it wasn't suited.
Okay, you learned that, and that was berating you for playing it.
Danny working his way back up there.
While he's berating me for playing a play, it's gonna be like real bad.
And it was you and all that stuff.
What's that mean?
I don't know.
What's that mean?
And it's you.
Well, thank you everyone again for rejoining us on this Tuesday night live stream. 5-10-25, no limit hold'em game. Got a $50 straddle on every hand. Got a fun lineup. Had a little tech issues earlier. Had to shut down the stream and restart it, but a lot of y'all came back, so thank you so much. My night would definitely not be as fun without y'all engaging in the chat.
It's a good looking hat.
My main man, RJ Dupree, will be joining me here shortly, right around 9 p.m. Tyler Stevens joining us in the chat from Montana. Welcome, Tyler. Welcome, Jay Stevens. Tyler above him, joining from Australia. So we got Montana and Australia represented. Where is everybody else watching from? I know we got Rebel Poker, I think out in California.
I think there's gonna be more game left, and all of a sudden, just like something happens. And just
Drop it in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. Give a shout out to your hometown or
we're just standing there like, wait.
place where you're currently at.
We're like,
Like if I'm in their spot down 2, I'm gonna try to go quick pass. And then you have the foul.
Spooky with a check raise here with just a 9
I think that's what they should do.
I don't wait and run it down for
of hearts.
and then,
I think they should have gone for
Trying to get one up and get the rebound here.
Wow, both players with pretty much dust here, non-believers.
instead of winding it down for a while.
For sure. I thought they were going to try to get
And
it. The second they
Z-Fish
started, like, stalling and paddling, what are
actually
you doing?
gets there with a jack.
Tied, then I run it all the way down.
Yeah, I think you shot.
Two.
Awesome.
Of course.
There's our boy Benham
Yeah, you're even
watching from Dallas. We got Nirvana in Maryland,
your free roll.
Not really. Down 2.
Dahoud in Lake Highlands, Dallas, Texas. Z-Fish going to take that one
I
down.
got lucky.
Marcus Garrett from the F-Dub
Did you show?
over there in Fort Worth.
Hey, you gotta focus.
Brian
man. You can't
Clements
forget your
watching
website.
from
You're
Joplin,
gonna-
Missouri.
I'm sorry. Man, you
And Matty Siv coming in from New Jersey.
Listen, we're playing
Hell yeah, thank you guys.
Z-Fish, I don't need to see your hands, buddy. Don't you worry.
Okay. Watch the
Your
replay,
cards
bro.
don't matter, man. It's fine.
All right, we got another Montana there, Butte,
Game
Montana.
of information.
Austin Broussard.
Game of observation.
Yeah, observation. That's what I meant.
JD's here to socialize, man. He's not here to play poker. It's like, man, we're paying by the hour.
Yeah, go to a club or something, you know?
It's been a while since we bumped into the pool.
Tucson in the house. What's up, Andrew?
All right, let's take this game to the club.
Yeah.
Not really.
Going out.
Go.
SeaWorld still looking to get rid of that knit button. He's going to raise it up to 150. Ace-7 of diamonds. Going to get a little resistance from Bobby. He likes that Queen-10 of clubs. 10 in the window.
How do you spell reconnaissance?
Ask your fucking AI bots, buddy.
Recon. AI.
Ask your AI overlords you're always bragging about.
AI.
I'm going to take this strategy. I like
Bobby going to take that one down
it. I couldn't even
and
close
get
enough to
his
spell correctly.
get rid of his knit button. I'm laughing because Danny off camera is asking how to spell
I'm just
reconnaissance.
going to go with the recon.
How to spell the thing where
Everybody's
you
like,
watch
just put
stuff?
recon, man.
I'm just imagining your chat.
Benham giving me a shout out. What's going on, Benham?
AI bots work real well until it's like a word you can only say. You're like, oh.
Tony in New York City.
Yeah, the voice. Yeah, you got the voice one.
I have to do the voice thing for camaraderie. That one's always a tough one.
I don't know the last time I've typed that word ever. Yeah, I don't think I've ever typed that word.
Nope.
This man here?
They tell me king, so that's why I'm out.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, everybody's winning.
Z-Fish up to something here.
I know.
Just flats in the hijack with the ace-king, hoping maybe somebody else is going to pop this up. Let's see if anybody else wakes up with something. And, of course, Scott does, but he's playing a little coy with his suited ace-queen.
Got that going.
Exactly. The second
Danny
Scott
comes
got out
along
there,
with an
you know
ace-7, so can we get the case ace on this flop for a full-on train wreck?
Harvey hates this game.
We cannot, but we do get a big flop here. Two players flopping top pair. Scott top. Z-Fish with a royal draw.
The anti-Harvey.
Ace-king of clubs, loving this
Harvey
flop.
tax.
Let's go.
Harvey tariff. There we go.
You can win all
Mallory bets 325. Action on Z-Fish.
We're gonna do this
4
thing
times the
every
stream,
month.
you have to pay out $800.
Yeah, we're gonna do this thing that makes it a little bit harder for you.
Gonna try to make the most of this
So nice. It's
big
just
flop equity-wise for him. And that's got to send off some radars
That's Harvey.
yeah. He's like, yeah.
for Big Gay Al and our boy Scott over here.
That's just when Scott is like, we're starting the Nick game. How much is it? 800? Okay. And he just sent 800 right there.
I did see him like pulling like 100 or
I didn't
whatever.
see, yeah, I mean, I don't know if he did this time. Usually, that's basically what happens.
Is that me?
He's like, all right. That's 800.
Scott's like Mallory bets. Z-Fish raises. And I'm sitting here with top pair, top kicker. There's a heart on the board as well. He's just gonna overthink it and let it go.
Big out.
I have not up on myself.
And now Mallory's gonna call with her queen. She does have a club in hand.
Big guy, you want to appreciate it. Good, Garrison, Mr. Slade.
Yeah.
And another 10 now. There's a check for Mallory. Scott's gonna hate seeing 2 checks there. And another 10. Wow. Would have been a chop for Mallory and Scott. Nobody's folding a boat now. Let's see if Mallory can check one more time. And Z-Fish is too smart. He's gonna check that back.
I had ace queen.
18 clubs?
Holy shit.
Yeah, he's can't close.
I needed that.
Yeah, just that one jack ball.
Mallory had the royal flush out there, the jack of clubs. But yeah, Scott pretty disgusted there, seeing he would have chopped up.
Ace queen? You gotta shove, man. What are you doing?
That ready? She was pre-flop raiser. She like kings.
You shove, I fold.
What'd you have?
You don't fold.
No, I call you in. I call you
Yeah,
in.
he
You
called.
probably
Yeah.
call and she folds and I win.
Exactly, and you win it.
You win the max bluff.
Scott shoves there indeed. The royal flush draw comes along.
Please stack me.
Brick, because Scott only runs it once.
Cojones, hermano.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda. That's poker though, baby.
That sounded pretty
How
fancy.
many times have you folded a straight flush or quads? Making the right fold, not playing your trash cards.
What a draw.
Those weren't trash cards though. He had top pair, top kicker, backdoor hearts. 2 people betting in front of him, and he just lets it go.
Check back on the turn.
There's no shame in net folding.
I was not
Scott,
folding.
I'll put it there.
Now he's getting needled all around the table.
You have a bar?
Oh man, that's the worst.
The river I'm in peace with, and I borrowed
If
5
you're not folding
Big one here though, Spooky.
You're not folding enough.
Man, I'm gonna
3 bets with
I
aces.
feel like it's really good to have all that power in your hand.
I don't think it's legal for him though.
And now Z-Fish is going to come in with a cold 4
Sorry, I forgot what I have.
with the 2 blackjacks. And that is music to the ears of Spooky,
Let me see
who
what
has
I'm
his
playing.
knit button and 2
That is
aces.
so American just then.
I'm trying.
But
You have the Spanish accent.
Oh my god, man, how much you playing?
17,000.
Successful.
They are right now at 7,600 effective, so this could be a big pot. 2,400 in there already. This is going to be a big one. Goes with the same size that Z-Fish had just 4-bet to, 1,200, half pot. A lot of options here for Z-Fish. And he picks the wrong one currently. All in and a snap from Spooky.
Oh shit.
He says, oh shit.
Nice.
And full double for Spooky, who was already running pure tonight. Playing good, making some good calls early on, getting bluffed into, and now Z-Fish just runs into it, and Spooky gonna get almost a full double.
Yeah, two behind. Oh, he covers.
He had Z-Fish covered there. 17-7 in that pot. Dane's going to make sure that
Yeah, I think he
the
covers.
counts were correct, but Spooky not only gets rid of that knit button, but he gets almost a full double up. So huge hand. Spooky up 14K.
4, 6.
Yeah, we got 2, 4, 6, 7.
Is it splash ball?
It's your choice. 2 splash pots or 1 splash pot.
8 and 81.
Yeah, he covers. I got less
It's
than
nice
8.
if you can like, if you win like small blind, you
2,
can do
4,
like, hit the
6.
button on one of them or not.
I got 7 something. Yeah, he covers.
Probably.
That's 6. 7.5.
Little bug versus windshield, indeed, Brian.
On the button too. Hold on, actually.
Can you say splat?
I'm gonna take 5 game from him.
Take what?
5. I'm gonna take 5.
Okay.
2 stacks of black, 2 stacks of green, and take the rest.
And you want 2 sticks of green?
2 stacks of black, 2 stacks of green, leave it, and then
He's keeping.
pull all the
I
rest.
got 15. I'm going in for 15.
Yeah, Z-Fish going to rebuy for 15,000. So y'all buckle up.
I mean, it's just heads up Nick game.
Z-Fish came to play, and he's going to want a chance to get not a little of those chips back. He wants a chance at all of them.
Bro, I don't even know. That's not even a real hand.
Yeah, nice hand indeed. Z-Fish now joining
Oh,
Danny, Z-World, and Scott, who are all in the red currently. Not a good time to have a Z in front of your name. Z-Fish and Z-World are at Z-Bottom, and Z-World is going to actually lose the knit game and have to pay the knit tax here. They're going to do a splash pot for 400. There's a $100 per person penalty, so it looks like he's going to do 2 different $400 splash pots, but he will have a chance to win it back. Doesn't have to sit the hand out, so he gets a chance to win it back. I've seen on some streams where the loser has to pay the penalty with a splash pot, doesn't have a chance to win it back, so at least SeaWorld can possibly get those chips back.
2 400 splash pots. Instead of getting paid, so it'll be 800, but he has the option to choose. You can do 1 or 2. You want to do 2. And instead of getting paid 100, we just figure inflate the pot.
25. Go. Replay. Check. Check.
Can't remember what I had here.
Oh, absolutely. Z-World will be back. This is the same Z-World that's won 30K on this very live stream in a cash game. Biggest win of his cash career at that time. Bobby's going to bet 450. Z-World actually has the best of it with just second pair here. No spade.
Check. Check.
Did he really play to 11 lately?
Goes check, check.
It's like 10 40.
And a 7 on the river. So the Queen Jack is actually going to be good.
Let me go to bed these days.
Poor Bluey. Usually around then.
Yeah.
Ah, Chihuahua. I don't know fold that.
Yeah, he's probably not going to fold there. I think once you check turn, he's going to put you on probably something like you had there, Bobby, the ace of spades.
I guess I should have just gotten more aggressive on turn.
Little rebate. Z-World getting that first 400 back, so gets half of the knit penalty back.
Way too many outs. Ace of spades, right?
Yeah.
Bought that one, Bobby.
Yeah, for sure.
Let him
Well,
get bailed
now
out.
that we know what we had, I mean, you
He
know.
only had second pair. He folded.
Well, yeah, if he'd have told me that, I would have bet. Jeez.
Couple of suited aces here. John H. just called. Spooky gonna raise it up. JD calling with clubs. Mallerie with the same ace-6 suited in diamonds. And Z-Fish with the what the hell. I got plenty of opportunity here. They can't have these two little shit cards. 5 deuce offsuit. No, 5 ways for 150 plus the 400. And wow, what a flop here for the ace-6 and jack-5 of clubs. Spooky got a big stack. Currently best hand.
700.
JD has 11,000 plus in his stack. If a club hits, buckle up, folks. Ho, ho, ho. Here we go. Spooky not only has the nuts, no straight flush opportunities as he holds the 6 of clubs. JD is deader than a doornail. And they are $10,700 effective right now. Got to think JD's thinking, this guy's been running good all night long. I now have a shot to bust him up if he's got something like 2 pair or a small flush. He's got the nizzles. JD just makes the call. So setting up the river jam here from Spooky. Looks back at his cards. 4 doesn't pair, so nothing a flush should fear besides a better flush.
I know. That's what I wanted you after I want.
53-65 in the middle. How much does Spooky go for here?
Is the public game? Public or private?
He's wanting to get a call here with the nuts.
Is that hold'em?
Can't put JD on a flush as well.
Nice.
Hoping he does, though.
How did you get in that game? Oh, through Randy?
4,500 is the bet.
Oh, fun.
And Doc.
Hmm?
And Doc. I don't know if you.
Oh, yeah, I played with him once. Oh, sick. He doesn't like me because I ran really hot the one time I played with him.
He doesn't love playing with pros.
I'm not a pro.
Yeah, but come on, like you're not a fucking non-pro. You're the world famous Danny Mark. Like,
I'm a.
Wow.
I'm an old schlub.
JD with not just like getting away with not calling and losing that money. He actually makes the correct fold.
Pretty greedy, Spooky. Just,
Goodness gracious. How does JD fold there for 4,500? Wow. JD saves a ton of money there and potentially his entire stack had he chose to jam. What a fold. And Spooky's hella hot night continues. He bought in for 4,100 and he is now up over 21,000 in his stack. What a night. Yeah, Tyler, I don't know how he folded there. great fold indeed. Spidey senses going off. Live tells something. We're gonna have to ask JD off camera about that one, because I think a lot of us are going broke there.
New tricks.
Little rope-a-dope action. You were running like worse than anyone.
How you doing, Mr. Bill James? Welcome.
For like months and months and months. How's that going for you?
Man, 8.
Oh, battle.
Baby, baby.
We got a little battle going. Hey, Dizzle. My nizzle.
Charles Venmo's ready.
Yeah. Just don't put poker in the subject line.
Lots of plane tickets about to be bought. Airbnbs.
Party supplies.
Party supplies, yeah.
Yeah, Nirvana. I just at that spot there, like when you have the super nuts, you're not wanting to, you know, put a tiny little bet out there. I mean, you want to get paid on your big hands. You know, over time, you're going to miss out on a lot of opportunity if you don't bet big. A lot of players would even choose to go over pot there. So the sizing, I think I liked. That's just a hella fold. I mean, great fold by JD. I don't know how he gets away from that hand. Jack, come on, you're ripping it there.
Poker for 1-3 all in. Spiker fade. Aaron for 1-3 all in.
Yeah, I mean, to induce, I can see that.
It's a good one.
Quarter, it's like you might as well almost check there, but quarter might get JD to do something a little squirrely there, but God, folding a jack high flush there, just insane to me. Yeah, Benham, I'm snapping. I mean, are you folding the queen high flush? Hell no. So how do you fold the jack high flush? Just one other hand. Yeah, we're getting it. We're definitely calling there with the fourth nuts there. I mean, flush over flush is rare, but we'll have to ask the Jay Diggles how he got away with that one. He's folded queens twice tonight and been wrong. He folded that flush and was dead right, so he's still up over $1,000 and got a $17,000 stack. So what do we know?
Getting bored, felt like I'd make him. Well, maybe. Yeah, he came at me.
Benham, you'll have to remind me, was that the seat that you were in? Was it seat 7 that you were in when you won your big 50K stack here on this game? I'm pretty sure that Z-World was on that side of the table over there too, either in the 7 or 8 seats. So, man, if you get lucky and get in that 7 seat, may just be your night on TCH live stream. Because, boy, that is a hot, hot seat.
Yeah. There's some good brunch spots. I mean, their barbecue is awesome as well.
Yeah.
It's spot called Salt Lake.
Salt Lake.
Barbecue, oh my god.
Pretty fun hand here. Spooky with diamonds.
Oh, I wish.
Somehow doesn't hit a diamond. Knight has just been going his way. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought, Benham. And I think that was the same seat that Z-World was in when he won his 30K.
No, run good, yeah. I run some of other events. I've been to a lot of places with them. It's a lot of fun.
Spooky gonna bet here, 350.
After the videos of me.
Got all that equity. Didn't have the best hand, but had all the equity with the diamonds and the straight draw and gets it done. So he's now up to almost 22,000
I for sure want to do the
in that
the
aforementioned
mystery
hot
thing.
7 seat.
It was the beginning of
And my boy RJ Dupree has joined me. Thank you for coming in early, man.
Yeah, you bet. What's up, buddy? How are you?
Oh, we're doing good now. We got a great game going. We had a little lull. We had some tech issues, but not only are the tech issues over with, hopefully, but the lull is over with, and we've got a pretty fire game going, and
All right, we got some
pretty fun chat, so we're going to get after it.
chips are flying. Spooky up in the penthouse tonight so far.
What's up, Ryan? I didn't want to interrupt you. I walked over to the table you're sitting at to say hello, but I think you were in a hand, so I just did a bathroom break and wished you well from afar, but hope you're running good. If you're still sitting over there on, I think it was table 15 I saw you at. But yeah, we're back, so thank you for coming back. We were doing a podcast earlier with no video.
Nice.
Yeah, and a few folks stuck around and engaged, and we just decided to restart it and go to our other streaming platform. So shout out to Cooper for making that happen, because I know you and I aren't the tech savvy ones.
That's true. But good that you got a little podcast practice in, and the stream came back. So
we back.
Perfect.
And now they get another voice to hear. They don't have to just hear mine.
All right, Benham in the chat saying hello. What's up, Benham? He sit one out and he missed it so much he's watching. Wanted to check it out. We miss you too, Benham.
What do you mean you do it in 1 day? You go play slots for a day?
Nothing better when the players at the table think that's all you play is aces. Break them off with a bluff and slam it down.
Got him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Z's aces? Second high.
You talking about Z's aces? We do have two Z's tonight.
I saw that.
Try not to stumble on your words. We got Z World and Z Fish.
The Z's are out tonight. I like that.
Little play on words there, because if you go to Z World, you see Z Fish.
Z Fish.
See what I did there?
At Z World.
Terrible joke, but we're gonna go with it. Got to talk to Scott before the stream a little bit about the horses. He's he owns some horses, and it's racing season is coming up.
Yeah, his ponies are getting ready to run.
Might have to go with him, he said,
Absolutely.
to Grand Prairie and watch his horses run. So him and Big Gay Al trying to get involved in some hands
All right,
tonight.
Al's in the house tonight.
I heard Ultimate Hold'em is where it's at right now.
Z Fish got that friendly flop that we all know too well. He's got jacks, one little over out there. It's a queen, and his opponent, Spooky, running a little hot, has queen 10.
Hot is an understatement. I was hoping we didn't jinx him. Never want to do that. Love seeing guys have monster sessions. And Spooky's a cool cat. I played 1-2 with him the other day. I think the game he was playing broke, and he came over and sat next to me and played a little 1-2.
There you go.
The queen 4 was folded, but the queen 10 is still the nizzles in this hand.
Puts a little rough run out there with the 4 lining straight, but queen 10 good.
How about just another 830 in profit going to the hot seat, Mr. Spooky.
A lot of people like blackjack, but that's like the game that I enjoy watching.
I don't like blackjack a lot, but I'll play that game.
Oh,
Get out of there. Get out of there.
Hand number 77-ish, we think.
Banta.
May have lost a couple.
So, yeah, we got the Battle of the Z's. We've got JD in there somewhere. Our man Danny is back.
Yeah, excited to see Danny back.
Mallerie in the house. This is a good crew right here.
Yeah, we had our boy David Benitez in the seat 3, and it just wasn't going his night, or wasn't going his way tonight, so he's going to come back another time. He's probably out there splashing around at the PLO tables. No, David.
John and Bobby, always fun.
You're going to play the main this year?
I I'll have to sell action. For
And
sure.
here comes the boom from JD.
It's a tax write-off.
Yeah, so
It's daunting to me. It's
Uh-oh.
$10,000.
So JD comes in with a 3-bet, and here comes that cold 4.
Like 5-4.
All right, and Danny's starting out this hand with 5,500. So what to do with these kings now facing the 3-bet from JD?
Yeah, any sizing really is acceptable here. He's stuck quite a bit, so I wouldn't have even blamed him for just jamming here, but
About 2,200, about half a jam.
1850.
Okay.
If they got that right.
That's when you make the money. It's insane. So yeah, I think it's
I'll go for that.
And that'll work.
No, it's like literally either end of day 3 or beginning of day 4. Usually it's
Picks up about 1,180 there.
Absolutely. When you're stuck like Chuck, trying to work your way back, that's got to feel good. And we'll see where Danny's at now. He may be down around 3K.
And very seldom,
4K.
very seldom is that 1,180 on a poker table. It's usually 1,180.
It's 6 or 7 days.
Which is always very confusing.
I think they can count like 7 days, but like there's
Spooky walked away for a moment. That overhead view, though, gets you a chance to look at that stack of his. Those chips are just growing and growing.
Okay, day 5 is 2 weeks.
Well, I would start on the first day.
Yeah, 3 days off. And then day 2.
He got to the table just in time to get his hand. Players are going to be mad if he wakes up with aces.
It's
but
a
yeah.
monster. It's 7-5 offsuit.
It's the 7-5 off.
And it's in the muck.
And when do they start, like, streaming?
The whole time.
Oh, since day 1?
Biggest event of the biggest event of the year.
Every day there's different channels and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling too. I think I need another.
All right, let's go see a flop battle of the suited queens here. Queen 10 flops Broadway. Pretty good start.
Is that a good flop for the Queen 10?
That's a good flop.
Pretty good flop.
Yeah.
Queen 8 doesn't find much here, so don't know if he'll even stick around. He does not.
Shows him. Says, I had you, son. Young buck over there.
How much, JD? 250?
How do you get away? Well, because he had queen high.
Yeah, Z-World gave that to yeah.
250 bomb pop.
All right, so we have 4 players in the red. JD just up about a 2002 truck payment, $560. Don't find too many truck payments for $560 these days.
No, you do find about a Honda Civic. I can tell you all about that one.
I feel like we're all never one of them. And
Rolling deep in the Honda Civic,
Yeah.
are we? Yeah.
Hold!
Does it at least have a good sound
It's
system?
like as much money as I'm spending on this Civic, I should be driving like a Beamer or something. What the heck?
No, I'm too stuck.
Sounds great. Yeah.
Y'all watch out now. Rolling down the streets of Dallas, you'll see RJ do Prizzle.
You run it damn good.
Rocking a little
No, I'll be extra tilted. It'll be
early 2000s hip hop.
Oh, yeah.
Little Snoop and Dre. Rolling hard in a Civic.
That's right.
Watch out.
Rolling on gin and juice.
Alright, anyone but Spooky this hand.
Hope not. We'll have to pull you over.
That's what the tires are made of.
And you won the.
All right, we've got a new dealer in. Jacob is part of our production team in here as well.
Jacob making an appearance in the box tonight. Gotta love it.
You don't even need the
Let's do a little flip.
Four hearts.
Oh, dang, I thought he was dealing like 6 cards, but it's just 4.
High low.
Oh my god, that's hard. You don't want hearts.
Oh, shit.
John Jacob Kugelheimer Smith dealing out the cards.
He's letting them play with their holdings a little bit before we peel it.
I need some clubs. I need some clubs. Clubs working.
I'm going to go with the 8 seed of Big AL. I see some 9s over here. I'm liking the 9s.
9965, 9963
I see
over
one,
there.
oh, I see one of his 9s is missing up there. I don't like that. Okay, I'm taking that
I
back.
saw Ace King suited in diamonds with some connectors.
Come on, clubbies.
Alright, Spooky. I'm gonna.
Who's got a jack?
That's the hand I saw. Ace King deuce 4.
He's got diamonds down there.
Oh, for the king.
I'm dead.
Spooky's got the jack, of course.
Queen Jack 10 deuce.
Man, so close.
I mean, you're
Yeah,
probably
Jack,
still
you got
gonna
trips.
win.
What is our magical river card? Spooky with the queen jack is going to work. Goodness gracious. How about another $22.50 for our boy Spooky?
Take it down. You guys want to do a flip? Let's go. I'm running hot.
Spooky now up $20,600. He got in for $4,100 today, and now his stack has swelled up to 24.
Pretty clean run. Gotta love it.
Yes, sir. And we still have 2 hours to go. So can he top some of our bigger wins of recent? Z-World over there, over 30K in profit. Our boy from across the pond, who was that just 2 or 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, with the
damn it, I'm stumped for words
with
here.
the Beatles name.
Yeah. I think he was the 5th member of the Beatles, and I can't remember his name. But he won what, 40K ish?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, 40K.
I think it was just over 40.
And our boy Bing Bang Benham had a 50K night.
Hold on.
So let's
Oh,
see.
there we go. We're dealing PLO.
It's okay.
Oh, they were going to do another PLO hand.
That's
Damn
all
it.
those bomb pots are good for. As a dealer, I know that feeling all too well. The bomb pot is so annoying, and then you go back to hold them, and you give them extra cards.
A lot of times you guys catch it within that first 2 that you deal, and you can grab them back, but we were already a halfway around the world there.
It's brutal. It's painful. So
here we go.
If you just mention to the dealer, by the way, in these Hold'em games, when after the bomb pot, just mention, hey, it's back to Hold'em. Let's go. If you just say that out loud, like, the dealer will not care. He'll appreciate it. I promise you.
100%. We are creatures of habit and patterns. But here we go. We are back to the 2-card variety, hand number 80.
Partial? Partial. Oh, we gotta talk about it.
Spooky over there, just living life.
Wondering which tower to bet.
Yeah.
Should I bet this tower or this one or this one? It's a good problem to have.
You might be able to afford a better meal after tonight's over with than just Chex Mix. Trail Mix there.
Sure you pay third.
Yeah, I went to Costco a couple days ago, and now I'm going to be eating cereal and trail mix for about a month.
Yeah.
Wasn't too happy about
And the game just continues. It doesn't end. It's just like.
Oh, hell no. Rebel, that's a good value there. You should get a lot of buy-ins if it's a busy room.
Oh, that's why you pack them, baby.
You bust out 3 players, you got your buy-in back, right?
Down deep.
Ain't no telling how old it is. No.
This is good forever.
All right, we're going to think that Z-World's going to have something big there with that ace. Spooky running so good, it doesn't matter. He's got a suited ace. He's coming along.
And I think Spooky may be on the button. He's on the button or in the cutoff. Not sure which. Spook's going to land middle pair, backdoor spades here.
Where are you playing in that tournament, Rebel?
So ace-king gets outflop strongly, but ace-queen would be in a pretty good spot.
We actually have a similar tournament going on as we speak in our room. It's a
very, very similar.
10K guarantee, though, right?
Ten of spades on the turn. That's a big card for Spook. That backdoor spade flush in effect. Yeah, tonight here at Texas Card House Dallas, it is a 10K guarantee, but we did get 72 players, so it's got 3,780 up top.
Heck yeah. Plus all your bounties.
All right, Z-World's still betting over there, 1,200 now here on the turn. We're going to go to a river. Spook makes the call. It's the 5 of clubs. What is the hijack poker mystery hand? Z-World shuts it down here, so it's
pretty unlikely he's got queen. Yeah, ace high.
Likely not a queen, it sounds like.
What do you say? What a turn. Oh, yeah, because it was spades for spook.
Give her that look off you can afford to give me a look.
Bobby says he's going to steal some of that luck there from Spook.
Yeah, looky there, man. Another 2,000 plus profit going in the direction of Spooky.
Yeah, and Z-World needing a hand over there. Taking a little hit.
So Z-Fish, he's got more than the 5K. I think he bought back in for, I thought he said 15. Maybe he just did 5.
Yeah, I saw a stack of 1K discs in front of his stack. So he has definitely got more than 5.9.
Yeah, we will get. I think he came back in for 15, so he's got a big stack too.
And yeah, it looks like I can see at least at least 13.
Just got a message a minute ago from Miss Mallerie. Saying, McFish, where you at? If you want in on this game, McFish, you got a seat.
You're up next. McFish, up next. All right, Danny's got pocket 9s here. He's going to open up to 150 Z-World.
That is our boy Jack Baker. Wherever you're at, buddy, if you really want to get in on this game, here is your chance to shine, my brother.
Z-World are going to 3-bet it up with the Queen Jack of clubs.
Misery. I don't care. I'm gonna go there.
Back around to Danny. We'll see what he wants to do here. Both players running a little short.
He's smiling when he's looking at
Danny just calls. Let's see a flop. Jack 3-5. Z-World lands.
We're gonna all blood in the water. Blood in the water. You gotta find you a man who looks at you the way I look at you.
Please, send them my way.
He looks at me, he sees dollar signs.
I mean, that won't go that far.
No pain. That's pain Monday.
Puts pocket 9s here in a fun little spot.
It'll be fun. This coming week, Monday.
Wants to see the turn.
Watch. I'll tune in.
3 of diamonds pairs the board here.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
1,500 in the middle. Yeah, and it looks like Z-World has added on some 1K discs as well.
I don't believe it. I mean,
Looks like I see 4, 5, 6.
Bring them, they're gonna be like, I don't care. That's how you play.
So yeah, the screen says 3,600, but I see 4,000 in 1K discs there, it looks like.
Plus a 2K stack there in black.
I'm golden. I'm
Yeah, you're talking 3 coins, boy. You gotta.
5 of hearts, double pair board. Queen Jack still best if we go to showdown, but this run out's fairly friendly for Danny if he wasn't a believer on the flop. Yeah, trying to go to Value Town / Blockerville here.
Benji didn't return there. I thought he would.
Yeah, he's buckled up and ready for a collision, I believe, Clint.
I took mine off. I'm not buckled off.
Thank goodness.
So he wants to go. He wants to play multiple days, and they want him to play like one day.
So $400 here on the river, over to Z-World.
I think for him to make the trip.
It's a popular show, man.
Yeah, but and he wants to play like this.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Like, you're traveling all the way there.
Yeah, you're gonna go like.
I think Z-World does bump it up.
Oh yeah.
And I want to play blackjack.
He was pondering a raise and does indeed raise it. 1,200 to bet now.
You guys just gave me an anxiety.
Could get paid by hand like 9s. Could get paid
I told Spooky, I was like, this will tilt the fuck out of Z-Fish.
possibly by an ace-high blocker, but non-believer.
Just sell it, see. Sell it. Just sell it. You got about 3 steps where you're like, the motherfucker! Then you come right back and be like, oh, never mind.
I jumped right on it. I'm sorry.
Killed mine.
You got me.
Killed it.
I thought that was real. Like, oh my god.
Oh, we're gonna play the net again. Sorry, Scott, but I mean that's the only way we can make it back. So.
Yeah, that check on the turn by Z-World. Very nice. Putting this hand into a little bit of a blender now for Danny. And he does want to see it. Makes the call with those 9s. Z-World.
Yeah, we're just giving him hell.
Nice hand.
My boy RJ came in with one of those little side bags, seatbelt rocking, but he said it. No, don't put it on.
Oh, yeah, we're putting it back on.
No, don't put it on. Can't be wearing a seatbelt while you're in the booth.
Yes,
with me,
I
buddy.
can.
Good God. That is the most masculine bag I've ever seen, RJ.
That's right. It has a shark on it.
It does have a shark on it.
But I think you don't have to. Like it starts out pretty moderate.
All right.
Which game?
Nice hand for Z World there.
Yeah, I mean,
In honor of that pot, I'm wearing my seatbelt as well
That makes a difference too, but
with my shark.
How's he been doing out there?
$4,000 is nothing to them. It's just like, nothing.
I think pretty good.
Win,
Still have some money?
yeah, he's
I mean,
got some pretty good winning sessions. He's playing with some of the best players
yeah,
out
it's
there.
crazy. Like who he's playing with, but like the last.
Who he's playing with,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
He's not scared.
I mean,
Like
you guys,
every fucking pressure. Like,
just
I don't even know who plays on the show.
play Jungle Man, not over there, but
but even outside of it.
Full
But I
Jungle
mean,
Man.
So this hand kind of raggy.
like
Spooky does have an ace-4 out there in middle position.
I was out there for that.
He limps, so Mallerie will raise from the big blind, making it 225.
But
Mallerie open-ended here with backdoor
Poker Night in America.
diamonds. That's enough to continue, and she will take it down.
and I mean he was good great in the line recently until he had
Mallerie started off pretty good here too. I mean, $500 in her first hand, then 700, then a chop pot, all in, ace, king. So survived that, took down a little bit of the dead money out there, and there she goes again. So she's up 2K, really played like 4 hands. So,
Here we go.
I mean, could you handle winning 2K every time you played 4 hands?
Yes, please.
I could.
Like 2-3 weeks, and then he'll have a week off or a weekend off. Yeah.
I feel like he's
Good question there, Rebel, and I'm going to look right now because I know the Poker Atlas Tour is going to come back to the big Dizzle up here in Dallas.
I think that's really good. Because you can spiral out of control in these games and keep relying.
Yeah, I think the last couple of times, I remember when I got to play in the main event, it was hot.
Yeah, he set himself a budget.
PokerAtlasTour.com.
What are you doing?
It's too cold.
No, I don't want you knowing where my location is, Google. Piss off. Here we go. Poker Atlas Tour. Thunder Valley Casino in California in May.
Oh, I respect that, man.
It's going to Houston in May as well.
Yeah. I mean that's half.
There you go. So that'll be the end of May at TCH Houston.
RJ's favorite song, It's Gonna Be May.
Love that song.
So yeah, that's what I see right now. We've got upcoming series in May, California, Houston, and then June 5th through 15th, it's Poker Atlas is going over to St. Augustine, Florida.
Danny's going to land here with that 10-7 of diamonds. He lands the middle pair. Spook's going to stick around here. His ace deuce has bottom pair. Big king on the turn here. I believe Scott had king 4 at clubs in the big blind, if I remember correctly, or somewhere out there. I guess he had limped. All right, Spook's going to fire here on this river. Ace deuce, knit buttons are out. Yeah, Danny doesn't want to mess with it there. The board just got a little too ugly for the flop 10.
And how about just another 665 for Spooky?
Another 665, getting it through, getting rid of his knit button.
It's funny how big your smile gets when you're running good and playing good.
Yeah.
I think that is the same for all of us. It's just hard to deny how good it feels when you're raking in
The
chips.
first bluff he's shown all night, so I mean,
Yeah, Spooky didn't have to show a lot of his early hands. That was really cool because they were like, at some point, we're going to see those hands.
Yeah, it was a pretty good run out for him, right? His opponent has a 10. That's part of running out as well.
no more cards coming. No more
Gets
cards
that king out there on the turn to kind of mess up Danny's hand, and would have been a tough one to sniff out there for Danny, and he didn't want to mess with it. And on to the next one.
Hit every river. How you want to blow?
What do you want me to do?
Keep trying. Then my gutter gets there. What do you think I'm going to do with 8-6 when I miss? Look up there.
Ace 7 Jack here. Spooky's got a gut shot. Z World, middle pair. Z World's just betting $100 here on this flop. We are heads up. 9 on the turn.
We're outs for Spooky.
Six of spades here on the river. Completing a flush draw there on the spades. Spook does check his 9.
Yeah, pot's not really big enough. I don't think he really wants to bluff into a $500 pot.
Z World here betting 300 bucks.
Now he may not want to get bluffed, but the 9 is not good.
$300. Z World's going to Value Town, and he's going to get it again.
Yeah.
Not much in this pot, but he does pick up a nice little $300 there on the river.
The young buck with the good head of hair.
He will take it.
He will take it. Took his man to Value Town.
He's human.
Yeah, last couple of hands. He's
You heard Bobby say, Spooky's human after all. He can lose a hand.
last couple of hands for Z World. Almost did it. Last couple of hands for Z World. Gets good value on those rivers. Kind of knows where he's at. Prices it about right. So I checked in with the show a little bit earlier, and I noticed our likes were down just a bit. So make sure you're smashing that like button. Click subscribe if you haven't done so already. Don't want to miss anything TCH Live is sending your way. And of course, Eric and I appreciate those likes because our bosses like it. So thank you. King Jack flopping Broadway. Bobby in the house.
I love this game. I like the chips too. I'm never over
8 here on the turn. That'll give Z Fish
So having the new chips just feels nice.
bottom pair on an ugly board here.
It's wild how much that shifts.
Yeah.
Bobby gonna try to get some money out there on this turn if he can. Bets 450. See Fish reaching like he's gonna play something. Makes a call. 9 on the river.
2-piece, no good.
2-piece for Z Fish, and he's gonna be in a bad spot. Does put a 4-liner board out there. It's not great for Z Fish, but it might be worth 800 here. Bobby's gonna lead out. $800 bet.
I don't know what to do.
Yeah, this is one of those spots where you just kind of don't know what to do. He doesn't make the call. He wants to see it for 800. Bobby shows the goods. And those golden goods pick up a pot of 35.80. About 1,800 in profit there for Bobby.
Finally has a good card.
That's a big straight, is what that was.
You take it back.
He's the player.
I'm taking a chance. Give me a chance to get there on me.
Watching that hand Draven talk about having King Jack in that.
King Jack, yeah. No, I like that.
Really nice.
Yeah, and then I'm just like, the way I played it, I'm like, dummy. The way it ran out, so you know if he had a jack, then that would got nasty. It would have been hard to see that King Jack.
All right, we're having a pot where everyone's trying to limp a lot. JD's got King Jack. He will have none of it. Let's bump it up to 400.
Leave the fifth.
The fifth,
Leave the fifth.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So yeah, it looks like we're officially 5, 10, 25 tonight with the $50 straddle on it. King Jack in the straddle here will take it down.
That's your hand. 5 G's. I'm not playing that trash.
That's fine. 400 is the number I was thinking of.
All right, Giuseppe has joined us, and Phil Helmuth Lover joining us again, saying, "Yo, what up, Z World?" Showing love all the way from Yemen.
Shout out to our friends in Yemen. Welcome. Giuseppe getting his gamble on in the chat.
One probably gets through that one.
So Z World going to bump it up here. 125 to go.
I'm good with the folds.
3-bet here from Mallerie. Getting spicy with the 8 triz. 350 to go. And it looks like Z World there. Looks like about 9,400 in his stack. Looks like a little bit there on top as well, so it might be just a bit more. Looks like definitely added on just a smidge. Let's go to a flop. 4 ways, 350 to go. Jack 8-4. Z World lands a bunch of it without connecting a pair, but he's got a gut shot straight flush draw.
Good eye, Mal. Good eye.
Z Fish. Scott, pardon me. Scott checks to Z World. Z World checks, wanting to check raise, and it gets around him. 10 of spades on the turn. That's going to be a big straight here for Z World with a redraw.
Yeah.
He is going to love this card.
Got the absolute stones right now.
And Scott has ripped it here. This 10 gives him a pair and open-ended, but he is in a heap of trouble here. Z World with the nuts. Z-World does make the call, just a call. And Mallerie Z-Fish in the muck.
Needed a queen.
So Z-World turns it over, and that's a winner. Turned the nuts, actually rivered a bigger straight, but no longer the nuts.
So that was what, 42-10 going his way?
42-10 in profit right there?
Yeah. So
there we go.
That'll get him pretty much unstuck.
So yeah, if he started that with about 94.
And if we don't get it right, we know he'll get it right on his socials.
That's right, he will. Yeah, Z-Fish, Z-World, a fun little follow. Likes to have a good time with his socials and let you know when he's piddling around and traveling and playing in some fun stream games and whatnot.
So what's happening? Scott's leaving and paying no penalty? Oh, he's staying.
Yeah, Z-World Poker. It's a good show. All right, on to hand 88.
Dane's in Texas. Join this game and go punt mode. Just need to win the even bigger one.
Battle of the nits.
Yeah, you and me both. Give me 10 or 12 years. Does that mean until you become legal to play here?
Even bigger one.
Or you think it's going to take you 10 to 12 years to win one? I think you can do it.
We get a shot just about every month here at Texas Card House,
Yeah,
Dallas.
it's actually currently not on the calendar. The schedule is not up yet, but we will be doing the even bigger one again this month. So check back at Texas Card House's website, the Dallas location. We will have an even bigger one this month, I was told. It just isn't quite up yet
so
on the calendar.
Mallerie going to lead out on the turn with her king high. Z-Fish makes the call with his king high. We have played ourselves into a chop if we go to showdown. Both players still with king high.
I used to have people like all the time message me and stuff, but like, now I don't know what I'm doing.
$400 bet here from Malpal. Z-Fish not a believer. He's going to bump it up. Raises to 1,200 now. King high versus king high, and they put on a little show for us. Nice hand for Z-Fish. He shows it off, gets rid of that knit button.
Yeah.
Nice knowing you, Z-Fish.
I knew it would have been a chop.
If you know, you know. JD just wished farewell to Z-Fish.
Such a man.
Nah.
I was going for the chop.
I'll take a chop. JD got me tilted. I see his face and I'm like, damn.
It does have that effect.
Why? Right in my angle too.
See it in your dreams. I live up there.
That's true, man. You have a whole
For some reason, our Florida alum at the table is rocking some Gator gear today. Congrats to JD.
Yep.
Blah, blah, blah.
He normally rocks some UNT gear, so not sure which he did for which. Maybe it was an MBA or a law degree or something. I think he's a engineer, actually, by trade.
Yep, I believe that's accurate. They taught him something somewhere. And his ace-7 here is getting out flopped by the ace-3 of Mallerie. Mallerie says, shoot, I might be ahead here. I'll bet 200 bucks. Jack Paul puts trips on the board. Mallerie's ace-3 gets a check mark.
I have a full house.
Full house?
Yeah.
Big full house.
Mama's house is full.
The baby boat, it's good.
Imagine losing with a full
She's got a baby boat full of jacks.
And that's good enough to get rid of her nip button. So we're getting moving right along on the nip button game as everyone taking turns winning here. Looks like our remaining nip buttons, John, Scott, and Danny. The 1, the 5, and the 8. Can't see the 1 in the 8. Because Big Al was hanging out over there right on top of the nip button.
Just under plus.
Backdoor, second half. How do you lose with that?
Rigged, I tell ya.
I swear.
Scientists have brought back the dire wolf from the dead. I think that guy's related to JD.
Oh my God. And the folks that created Jurassic Park are like, we told you how this is going to end up, guys.
We done wrote the movie. Jack 10, 5, 2 hearts here. Mallerie's got my favorite kind of flush draw. A pair and a flush draw. The king of clubs is not a fun card here on the turn for her.
It's a fun card for the fish.
The fish likes it. He's got a straight.
The fish has got a straight. I don't know what accent that was, but it was horrible.
No, it's good.
Wasn't French. It's more like Borat.
He's been to France.
The werewolf in Paris.
That's what caused it.
Yep.
Scott makes the call here. He wants to see a river with that king 9. No help. Puts a 6 of clubs on the river. Z Fish betting 1,200 into 1,500. We call that the pert near pot bet.
And tough for Scott. And
yeah, second time here in this orbit that Scott's had to look at a queen 9 straight against him.
Nine queen on fire.
Right on, Ryan. Glad you had a good night on the tables. Thanks for joining us as always. Continue to run good, my man.
Yes, sir. We'll see you, Ryan. Happy stacking out there. Thanks for swinging by, as you always. We appreciate it.
JD sick needle to the dealer as he fumbled the cards. He says, cool trick, bro.
Little freestyle. Little freestyle shuffle with these slick.
All right, so we got a knit button for John H., Danny Marks, and Scott and Team Big Gay Al. You know, Scott let me predict, I mean, not predict, Scott let me pick his card protector tonight. You know, he's got Teme and a bunch of other South Park characters, but I went with my favorite, my personal favorite, Big Gay Al.
Okay.
And it hasn't done us very, very good tonight.
No, and he's ready to get rid of this nip button game, too. This nip, he's had to make some calls here, trying to get rid of that stupid nip button and running into some stuff.
Really sad our stream cut out on us earlier, though, because Big Al was in a couple of my best little pieces of comedy tonight, but that part of the stream is gone now, and we had to start over.
Hate
so
to hear it. Hate to hear it.
we're just gonna have to tell those jokes again and hope everybody didn't hear them the first time.
Well, Scott bumped it up here with only 2,000 in his stack with pocket fours. Z-World has 3 bets, 700.
Scott is a one-time guy.
We're going to get it in there. All in, pocket fours versus ace queen, running at once.
So far, so good for the pocket fours and Big Gay Al.
Jack.
Oh, sweaty, sweaty card.
Picks up some outs there. A club, an ace, a queen, or a jack.
And Team Big Gay Al.
Scott dodging the world. Scott dodging Z-World there. And he will pick up the double up. Right on time. Needed it.
Yeah, we've been waiting all night for Big Gay Al to say, super, thanks for asking.
What happened to Scott?
Well, he got one finally here. Takes down a pot, a little over 4K in it. Should be about 45-ish, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been pretty nasty there. Had a jack hit on the river, the bigger 2 pair. But that's the tough thing about getting it in with those small pairs.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's so many ways to lose with the small pairs, but when they hold, get that full double up, it feels good. And Scott is back in business.
No sweat like the tiny pair sweat.
And Scott gets rid of the nit button too, so that's got to feel good. Rocking that San Jose Sharks jersey. We're going to let him get away with that, even though it's
right
Dallas Stars territory, but he's got a Stars jersey as well. He's just a big sports fan.
Yeah, he's got quite a few hockey sweaters, jerseys.
RJ's favorite band, Coldplay, playing in the background.
They are?
Don't let Free Panda make fun of you for loving Coldplay. I believe that's our boy Johnny Rodriguez.
You know what's embarrassing about Coldplay is I could tell you 0 songs.
Oh, don't you lie to me.
0. I could probably sing along with them if I heard them, but
this felt.
I don't know what's
this
what.
felt is a shade of what color?
Jack 5-7. That's queso.
It's a shade of what color, RJ?
Mustard.
RJ, don't make me hurt you. Yellow.
Yellow.
And that is a Coldplay song.
Okay. I thought the Beatles sang Yellow.
That's Yellow Submarine,
oh.
jackass.
Okay.
All right, back to poker. Nice little turn card there for the J9. Well, something for everybody. Danny with a spade in his hand and a gutter ball. Z-World still holding top pair. Big kicker. And, yeah, that's going to just run out good.
Yeah, King Jack going to get there.
9.
Jack 9 going to get there, yeah. Even better because it's a pretty good run out for King Jack.
Yeah.
So we'll see how Bobby checks it here. Danny checks it. That is going to put Z-World in a betting position here unless he can sniff something out.
Well, and he should probably think that his hand is good.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. He's going to like this.
The first one, triple hit the rim. Second one, swoosh. And then the fourth
That's
one,
1,100.
Too obnoxious. We're like, yeah, you just want to cancel that here. We'll buy it right now. Like, yeah. I was like, yeah, don't shoot anymore. I got you.
And he does not have enough money to shove and get them off their hands.
First two are on fucking point.
Jacks and 9s is going to take it down. Yes, Brian.
We should do it again.
The cards are a little bit heavier. RJ can attest to that. They have a different feel to them. You'll see them kind of slipping a little bit out of the dealer's hands throughout the night.
They're definitely
every now and then they're slick. But those circles, we're not in love, to be honest with you, we're not in love with the placement of those RFID readers. I would much prefer them be, in a square right in front of the players, right next to where they have their chip stacks. But the design for this table that we got, just, you know, it would cost so much money to completely redo.
Yeah, and it's really only super annoying to the 1 and the 9. The others can reach out there just a little bit and do their thing. The 1 and the 9, it's pretty uncomfortable.
Well,
But
sometimes the issue is when the dealer actually deals the cards, if he deals them low enough,
goes right through those readings.
Those RFID readers can actually read them as the cards are flying
Yeah.
over. So that does create an issue sometimes, you know, but with any technology, there's always room for improvement. And someday we'll have it rectified and a little bit better. But yeah.
Queen 9-7. Scott's open-ended.
How much do you want to buy a bathroom break right now?
Little double-fisted bet.
Double-fisted 300. Let's go. Takes it down, 290 profit.
There's no joke there for Big Gay Al and double fisting, so we'll just move on.
It's actually legendary to like be like, I'm not losing.
2 knit buttons left here.
I don't understand.
For sure you'll be remembered forever.
Yeah, oh yeah. In the best of ways.
Got the 1 seat and the 5 seat still holding knit buttons. Yeah, but like if you were the designer of the RFID, would you like, oh, let's see how far away from the players we can put those RFID readers.
Yeah,
right?
like you said, the pitching just goes right through the 1 and the 9 reader.
Yeah. So
no matter.
Sometimes the 1-2 seat and the 7 and 8 might have a little card read issue.
And
speaking of,
right, yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's no wonder that when we do have reading issues, it's usually the 2 and the 8.
Yep. You interested in designing and building our new table, Brian?
All right.
Shout out TCH ownership. You guys listening? We need a new table. Brian's
King
Brian
7.
might be our guy.
King 7 versus 7-6. Not a lot going on this flop. Z-World at tail end of a gutter ball. Sticks around, 2 1/4. We'll see a turn.
Let's hit it. Break that one on the river. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, Danny picks up equity here on this turn, even not knowing what his opponent has.
There would have been 4 clubs out there too, like maybe.
That bet should take her down. Z-World 7-6 in the muck. And Danny able to get rid of his nip button here. And I believe there's only 1 nip button remaining, yes?
Yes. That would be the 5 seat.
The 5 seat, Mr. John.
Let's go.
Don't quit, Whitey. Said, I can't wait to go back through and watch Spooky beat these guys. Someone tell me how it happened. Well,
John says he's ready to splash this pot twice.
A lot of what you will have seen is on the first hour of the stream, and we ended up having to restart, so the link may not still be up. I'm not actually sure, but we had a different player in the 3 seat earlier before Mallerie sat down, and Spooky got the best of him a few times as he tried some pretty wild bluffs, and Spooky called him not light, but definitely not with the nuts. But he looked him up a couple of times. Actually, didn't just look him up. He jammed over the top of the bluffs without the nuts. And so Spooky's, reads were just on tonight early on with some pretty good holdings, but not quite the nuts. And kind of doubled up early through that player, and then just been running good ever since.
All right, we got a $400 splash pot here, and a raise to $150 from Mallerie. And 4 of the fellas give her a call. And this board has missed all 5 players. Two players rocking the 8 triz. Dirty diaper in the hand from JD. Nut no pair from Scott. He's got all the equity. 9 of hearts. That's going to land a pair for Malpal. She's got the check mark if we go to showdown.
I agree, Phony.
Mallory's going to hit something and bet something. 400. Anybody want to play?
That's a strong bet.
And nobody
Let's go.
has a darn thing.
Oh, that'd be so good if you could show a bluff there.
Had a floor call right outside the door.
I don't know what that's going to be, you know. I get geeked up.
Oh, that's it.
And then another hand of Spooky had aces, and I think Z-Fish had jacks, and they got it all in. So that was another big one for Spooky. But yeah, I mean, he's even folded a straight flush tonight. So even some of the hands that he hasn't played, he would have just crushed folks. So that 7 seed is just on a heater. But Spooky's a good player too, so it's not just run good. He's got quite a bit of play good tonight as well. And that's how you get 22K in profit through just 4 hours of play. Z-Fish waking up with a couple of tanks here. He's going to raise it up to 400.
Bobby suited ace-9 on the button.
And how about Spooky going to wake up with a pretty hand too? Got ace-jack.
Nice try, nice try.
Jack, deuce, 4. Ace-jack lands top for Spook. Z-Fish again with that solid pocket pair trying to dodge that one over that's out there, and Spook has it again.
Yeah, he's fun to play with. I mentioned earlier I've played 2-5 with him, and I actually have played a few sessions of 1-2 with him over the years.
Yeah, I've dealt to him quite a bit over the years. I actually have not dealt to him much at Texas Card House since I've been here. He'd make an appearance at the Oklahoma casinos, of which I was at for a while. Got to familiarize myself with Mr. Spooky.
I always wondered where he got that name because he's not a very ominous character. He's not very scary looking.
Right,
but
yeah.
I found out that he's involved in a haunted house.
Okay.
Part owner or owner.
So he rolled with it.
Yeah. Couldn't tell you his real name.
Oh my God.
But he's definitely a fun guy to be at the table with. Always a gentleman, win or lose. And that's the kind of player that we love.
I don't want to do this again, but man.
You're running too pure, bro.
So the wife's watching. Kitchen renovations already booked. Bathroom reno done.
Z-Fish back on the right track.
We got 2
Step away from the table, but he's up just about 2K. Mallerie folding the ace-king as she stepped away from the table.
Trying to see if I have to go to work tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Some are, okay, I got you.
Ace king in the muck.
Yeah, no, my ex used to love when I gamble. They just come to the table, fucking players.
Oh, yeah.
All kinds of money out there.
Yeah.
It's sick.
And a big whiff for everybody, but guess who?
Spooky. Ace-5.
And why not? Bet your pair.
Yeah. Hit something, say something. See if anybody else hit anything.
Bet it while it's good. And take it down.
It is good.
485 in profit. Going Spooky's way.
Talk like that, got your voice, see?
Yes, that's correct. You're right. Actually, coming and snatching that fucking money.
Free Panda says, sorry, Eric, I'm feeling a little blue, but yellow is what most players look like when RJ deals the 2-outer on the river.
That's true.
Would you call that the Yellow River?
Queso.
Queso.
Mm-hmm.
How dare you? Mallerie now folding the ace-queen of hearts while she's away from the table.
No.
What are we doing here, Mal?
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, I think.
75.
Mouse still up on a heater while she's up running
Yeah.
around.
But now Spooky coming in.
See how that goes.
Good luck with that one.
For a little raise here.
I'm going to say the table.
Malpal, no doubt, would have hammered him.
Put everybody on the.
Thank you, Free Panda. I'm glad someone appreciates the queso.
I don't know who voted, but I definitely didn't vote for this.
I never know if FTW means for the win or F the world, because I've, you know.
It's for the win on this one.
Okay.
That's the messenger.
Get off stage and set a good example.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Mallory, if you're on your phone, you better be off
That's
stage.
right. Mallory had to play with the phone and get away from her royal flushes.
Wow, Bobby not wanting to let go of that 4. And hello, Spooky. How about a king?
Right
the
on
river?
time. Didn't
Right.
have anything. Found something. How much should I bet here? Bobby
And Bobby's
knows
like,
it.
Bobby's like, I know I was good until then. I know I was good.
So that stupid king. That's the look of two players that knew it the whole time.
Anything queen plus, I think Bobby is just hating life. Anything under that, I think he was just flicking it in.
What was that? Yeah.
Call security.
Bring the taser.
You can buy some in my time.
How much do you have?
I don't even know.
There's so much that it doesn't say.
Yeah, you probably bought for like 5
I
years.
bought way too much and then I stopped playing. So now
He makes the call and gets the bad news.
Yeah, he does make the call. He knew he wanted to hero that turn. Hated the river. Wants to hero it anyway.
And what do you know? Another pot going over to Spooky. He is nearing that 30K mark. 26K of that in profit.
What? Me? I was going to get a good price. You said that. You said you? I was like, oh, sweet, I'm going to get a really good deal here. There's no way. Come on, no.
Yeah, probably not anymore. I can look it up, right? It's probably around that, though.
No way. You can
Got right at an hour left of our Tuesday night stream. Go again for tuning in. This 5-10-25 no limit game. Found out that next week I'm going to be in here with Greg Vale again. We're going to have the Big O game, the 5-card game.
Ah, very nice.
Yeah, so he's going to be back. He's going to be playing a little bit in Rebecca's game on Tuesday. Did not know that, but found that out. I think it's next week or maybe the next, but we will have another Big O live stream and a great opportunity for you 2-card players or even 4-card players to learn a little bit about high-low, the 5-card variety. So had a great time doing it last time. I kind of just let Greg do his thing in the booth with me and got to ask some questions about the game. We're definitely trying to grow the Big O game here in Dallas. I know it's pretty big in some other towns like San Antonio. They play a lot of Big O down there.
Dirty diaper?
I don't like that name.
Big look in the muck.
So tune in for that. Obviously, check out Greg Vale. He's got some books that he's written specifically about Big O.
We both got a chance.
Oh.
No.
All right. Don't quit why he's saying next up, busting JD and then sending Danny home.
Danny too.
JD and Bobby getting after it in this hand with 6-5. Bobby calling him pre with ace jack, and now we got a king 10-10 flop. JD going to continue for small. Bobby with that gutter going to come along. And how about nut spades now for Bobby? Give him some additional outs now. If JD continues to try to tell a story here. We know that's the only way he's going to win this hand. Red 6 or red 5, and there it is. The red 5 on the river. One of only 2 remaining outs.
Well, Bobby needs to bet to win it now, and he's going to lead out $900. That puts JD in a spot.
Predicament. If he makes this call.
Fun little spot here.
Good old days.
Oh!
In the muck. Nice hand, Bobby.
Wow.
You would have?
You were living in a...
I've been saying it for so long, and it's come opposite tonight. You don't make a lot of money bluffing JD, and they have bluffed JD tonight.
Ah, they're getting them through, huh?
Yeah. Watch out.
Yeah, that was a tough run out there. That was a kind of a perfect setup for the bluff slash five's got to fold. That'd be nasty to read that one.
What made you go with that?
Means I should raise Bobby.
Yeah, Spooky had queen high spades there. Just would have turned to flush, no biggie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, love to see the chat tonight. A lot of fans for Z World, a lot of fans for Spook. Let's go.
Was a great idea because that didn't exist.
Of course, some of our usuals in there as well. Rooting on Bobby and Scott. JD and Z Fish even have a couple of fans in there. Danny, Mallerie, we'll cheer for you. Of course I'll cheer for my man, Danny.
Yeah, it's been a minute since he's been on, so we were excited to have Danny Marks back.
He's friend of the TCH Live booth.
Woo! Dream spot for Big Gay Al.
Scott lands a set, and Ace King has landed for JD. Let's see if we get some fireworks going. Only 590 in this pot right now, but it is going to get bigger.
Oh!
Quadzilla on the turn.
And, yeah, Scott's getting paid. Scott's getting paid here because JD has Ace King. He's got two pair with King Kicker. Like, what does he lose to here? Deuces? A random three? Big Gay Al is so excited, and he's struggling to hide it. His shirt and his sweater have busted open.
There you go. Now he's going to try to hide it.
Yeah, Scott had to put him down for a second because busting at the seam of his pants.
900 here from JD. Pardon me, 800. 800 to bet.
And nice and slow and easy from Scott here with the unbeatable quad threes.
Oh my goodness. Well, it's going to be free money now as JD. Now, JD rivers the boat, but he's going to think they're chopping. So, do you bet it here? Scott has already checked.
Smirk from Scott. He's like, just stick it in there. Maybe that was Big Gay Al saying that, but either way.
Yeah, and it's weird here because Scott has 3,100 in his stack. So, if you honestly think you're chopping, it's kind of a spot. Okay, there we go. Now we do indeed get it in there because JD makes a bet. Scott's going to go all in with the quads and get paid.
We're so super. Thanks for asking. We've got quads.
I was so nervous.
Oh, man, that's a fun one, though. Not a huge hit for JD.
Quads are good. Nice hand, Scott.
Quads are good.
I was nervous on that river. I wasn't sure if JD was going to bet it or not. I wasn't sure.
That was a fun one.
Whew.
I mean, what a river. That is just gross. I mean, obviously, JD's probably going to bet something, and Scott's going to get paid, but that just sealed the deal. The money's getting in.
Yeah.
And what a hand there.
Yeah, JD had a stack where it was almost checkable.
I mean, it is. You're right. It's almost checkable, but it's just like, no. I mean, if he's got like tens, jacks, or something, and now he doesn't believe me that I have an ace, I have to charge him for it. And,
but that's Scott that called you on the turn.
Yeah, true story.
Yeah,
uh-oh.
Awesome hand.
Nick Gutierrez caught me red-handed. I will be at confessional on Sunday, Nick.
I'm going down.
Tell Father Bobby that I'm sorry for my
my
bad joke.
We gotta squeeze in one last net for JD, man. Like,
But when I go to confessional, I'm going to say to Father Bobby, I'm going to say, you first, sir. Tell me what your sins are, buddy. But that's my boy, Nick. Hope you're
What up, Nick?
Hope you're out there running good, living good, taking care of all 17 kids of yours.
That's right. You got to stack a lot of chippies.
He does.
like expecting it.
That's right, Nick. We'll see you there.
I thought for sure.
Oh, damn it. Panda already tweeted my joke.
I believe it.
Full on cancel.
River, do you still snap? I mean,
There's never a point where that. He's not
Hey, you too, brother.
never put him on quad.
Let's go splash around in a tournament someday soon. Or
Quads all day.
a rock show. We've been talking about that for a minute. Let's find a good rock show.
I'm supposed to be at a big concert Friday night.
Oh, yeah?
Stillwater, Oklahoma. A weekend of the boys from Oklahoma. Turnpike Troubadours, Cross Canadian Ragweed. I'll be there. Let's cook up a poker hand first.
Only thing you can be thankful for is
That ought to be a fun one. I do love me some Turnpike.
Mallerie raised it up to Jack 10 of clubs here on the button. Spooky has 3-bet with those queens. It's 450 to go. Mallerie and John will come along.
John is set mining.
555.
Well, 2 players have a full house right off the bat.
That's my ex-girlfriend's phone number.
I was going to say, that's usually the phone number I get at the bar. Starts with.
650.
And it's always out of service. It's weird.
Who knew?
Yeah.
555 1934.
The phone number that you're calling is out of service.
Sorry.
Where'd you find this guy?
Where did you find this guy? Well, he's scooping another pot.
Another pot. Almost to that 27,000 mark in profit.
Ain't no book. I just can't. I don't know if I can turn it. They can teach you how to run that game.
You need the card? $100.
I mean, you played well too. Don't get me wrong, but boy, that run good.
Bobby's talking that Mike Mattishouse shade right there.
Don't let him take it away from you.
Nothing wrong with that.
No struggle.
Trying to needle him up a little bit. There's layers to that onion, folks. Danny's got an ace-10 of hearts.
How about an ace-queen 4-bet from Bobby? And it's got to feel good when you get the man on the heater next to you to fold. He had the ace-9.
All right, looks like a 3-bet here from Bobby. As Danny was the raiser, Bobby's going to 3-bet at 400 to go. Z Fish puts that 6-4 in the muck. 10-10-6 to flop. Danny's going to love it.
Danny needs a little run good, and he's got Bobby betting into him. How about this?
700 here from Bobby.
Let me just flick in a call here.
Danny's going to decide to call it. King of clubs on the turn. That actually gives Bobby some outs here as he turns 4 outs. Danny does not want to see a jack, and the jack lands. That's going to be Broadway for Bobby. Holy cow. 700 here from Bobby.
That is so gross.
Danny takes a peek and says, I hope this gross river didn't do anything crazy, but Danny's going to rip it. He's all in for 2,200. Bobby makes the call with Broadway. Danny's going to find the bad news.
Oh, man, that is gross. What a gross run out.
Runner, nothing funner for Bobby.
Well, it wasn't our boy Danny Marks' night. I loved having him back on the stream. Obviously, you know, not everybody can win. He's one of the best players in our room at all times when he's here. Normally he puts on a clinic, and it just wasn't his night. Obviously, runs into it right there. Love seeing you back, Danny, and see you soon, man. I hope we get to see a little bit more of you. I know you've been doing a lot outside of the poker world. You've been working and hadn't been around, but good to see you again, brother, and GG's.
GG's, happy stacking out there, and glad to see that the real world is rocking for you.
So
Don't Quit Whitey in the chat saying exactly what you and I were just saying, RJ. We share exactly your sentiments there. Don't quit. Gonna have to fight me for it.
What a sicko.
I know, there's a bunch in here. That's not you, though, is it?
All right, you might have another fun one brewing up here as the world raises it up. King, queen offsuit.
The jiggities.
Z-Fish got a 3-bet it up with those jiggities. Jack's in the house. I almost yawned, forgetting that I have a microphone in front of my face.
Oh, it's kind of like driving away at the gas station with the pump still.
I'll tell it. I did,
still in there.
dude, I did that like 4 months ago. I was so mad.
I did it last week, and fortunately, it just pulled out. You know, when in doubt, pull out.
Mine did not pull out. We had a disaster.
That happens to the best of us as well. But yeah, this time I didn't drag it with me. I did that in Colorado, actually, with a U-Haul van. My nephew had come all the way to Colorado to help me move back to Texas. And I pulled away from the gas station with the entire thing dragging. And we got to the Jack in the Box. We got to the Jack in the Box drive-thru, and I realized I have a dangler.
Well, I wish mine would have done that because it exploded. So the gas pump exploded, went up into the air, landed on the car, and the actual hole that you stick the pump in was all busted up in my car.
I thought only idiots did that, and here I've done it 2 times in the last 5 years.
And now here I am yawning on the microphone.
I am that idiot.
Grandpa's tired, kids.
Well, don't go walk off with the headphones still on, RJ, when you go get me my cup of ice, please.
Okay, let's get you a cup of ice.
Actually, change of order, RJ. We're going to do vanilla latte, my friend. Anybody else out there in the chat want a drink? RJ's hitting the bar. Reminder, we do have complimentary drinks here at Texas Card House Dallas. Got a couple of kegs on tap. And of course, we got all kinds of juice and sodas, coffee machines. You can also bring your own beer, wine, or liquor if you choose to.
Hey, you called it too, listen.
Yeah, shout out to the vanilla latte indeed. Got a seat open, Jack. Seat 1 is open. I heard Bobby saying that too, that so much got there in that hand, but Danny just didn't have enough chips left to get him to fold. There was obviously clubs out there, boats out there. And he said, I just had to call. But yeah, I mean, sometimes when you get down to that short stack, you just can't get your opponents to fold. And they get there. That's just what happened there. But we know Danny will be back. Definitely a favorite. Love having him in the booth, too.
They changed it now. They're just saying you pay like a percentage or something. A percentage. So compared to
Danny's done some great commentary for our big tournaments here in the booth with not only myself, but also RJ.
No. It keeps on going because
Oh, right on, Jack. Well, you just stay right where you're at, man, and
don't get a rebate. They just pay their share and then
throw a little smack talk here in the chat.
If your heads up, you just pay half. And like,
someone loses partially, only loses like. I never heard anybody
do
it that way that I lied. I think it's the fairest.
yeah. Rather than having to stop it and make them pay everything.
Well, they just kick them in.
Yeah.
if your heads up with somebody, you get stacked. You can just pay 400. They pay 400. The game's over. But if there's like 3 of you, you pay like 275, and the other guys will. Whoever loses will pay like the 525. Yeah, you pay 5. Yeah, you get a rebate.
Man.
So, like, those guys are not playing for a little less. But, like,
It's definitely lovely walking around the room, Free Panda.
I did find out last week we got in a situation where like it was fine, but like technically you can still pay for all of it. Because like technically you can get like all in with the other person on the button and lose. And so then and you get stacked and you have to pay all of it. Yeah. So there's still like a way. There is still a way.
I think it's the very careful.
Me and Dusty were heads up and we got all in. And she like doubled up and I was just like, and then I was like, whoever loses this also has to now pay 800 again. But yeah. But yeah, it's really hard. You gotta.
Like I said, I've been playing long session games and 0, 2, 3, even though I lose it, when I win.
John in a weird spot here. He's got a pair. It's now a third pair.
Look at that. Look at that.
And Mallory's going to get her hand caught in the cookie jar a little bit here. John looking at it like, is that a hand? Is that did you have something? What am I looking at?
That's what she wants to know, Bobby. That's what she wants to know. Yeah. Your bluff wasn't working for either guy. Like, they almost both called with third pair. They almost both called with third
They
pair.
almost indeed both called Mallory there with third pair. So maybe her line was just not believable there.
No, it was a great bet.
They were both going to snap it off.
It was a noble effort, Mallory.
What's John calling?
I was hoping he snapped it off too.
No, if I snap it off, you're beat, bro.
Yeah.
No, I can't, but if I did snap it off,
If
you're
he
beat.
could.
No, I meant like.
Derby D joining the chat, popping in. What's going on, man?
You're calling me.
If I call,
Would you?
it just didn't make sense.
Just didn't make sense.
I would have believed it. I believed her. I'm too bad. I want to see that shit. Like, what am I fucking losing to right now?
John always sees the hands that beats him, and then he pays to make sure that that's what they.
Derby Desperado has entered the chat,
I see the pay.
trying to stay out of jail. You're probably on a table somewhere, stealing big blinds though.
Guaranteed cool.
Always thieving wherever you go.
Oh, this is one of my Oklahomies.
Oklahomies?
Yeah.
Why don't we have cool names like that? Oklahoma?
Let's go.
And just in time, RJ
No, so you know my
coming in clutch
business in Oklahoma
with the
he was
vanilla
one
latte.
of the first-time players. They all come down here. That's what I'm doing.
I'll move it.
Migrate down.
Oh yeah. Wouldn't that be awesome? Well, I'm running a little short right now on the bankroll, so we're about to have to hit the vault.
Derby D, what's up, donkeys?
Point break style, dead president mask. I'll take the Reagan mask. You can have the Jimmy Carter mask, Derby D, and we'll hit a bank and jump out of a plane and then do some surfing.
Good luck, fellas.
And if you guys have no clue what I'm talking about,
It's a movie.
1989 or 91.
I'm guessing.
Point Break, Patrick Swayze, Keanu Reeves. Go watch Point Break. Don't watch part 2, the stupid Australian version. No offense to our Australian friends, but that movie was straight garbage.
Even they didn't like the second one.
Well, I went through 15 minutes of it and I turned it off. But the original Point Break, you will learn about the Bodhisattva, Mr. Bodhi himself. He's an inspiration.
If you think like, I think you can have 10. If you have like
Some of the best quotes.
down the river and that.
That would have been beautiful.
Patrick Swayze.
You know me and my movie music knowledge.
Super.
Do you remember which singer of which rock and roll band was in the movie Point Break in a fight scene on the beach?
Zero chance I could come up with
I want to
that.
play.
Fun little pot here. Bobby's 3 bets 1,200 with that ace king, and Spooky calls with 9s.
I don't know.
And if Spooky gets to a turn, he's probably going to hit a set of 9s, so Bobby needs to bet it.
Nip buttons are out again.
You're a new man.
I like that.
You're a new man.
I like that checkity check there.
Dude, you were the biggest.
Checkity check gets $1,000 in there.
When you were young, like fucking 3 years ago. 3 years ago. It was like, hey guys, Scott's coming.
If he hits a 9, we might as well just sign off.
So Bobby either being trappy with this ace king or cautious. Which is it?
Okay, look at that.
Fun little queen here on the turn.
No, it wasn't that. It was just like we were sweating a ball game, and like you had like tiles on this game. And I just remember like it was one of the first times I met you, and like I remember I just couldn't believe like you did what on this game? It's probably Super Bowl or some shit, you know.
And Spooky loses a hand. How about that?
There we go. Bobby's going to bet that turn and take it down. Spooky doesn't want to mess with it anymore.
Yeah.
He just flatted with him.
And Bobby, I feel like he's pimping that one a little bit. Like he just hit a 470-foot home run at Globe Life.
Bobby's reminding everybody that he just flatted with aces earlier in the night and took down a pretty big pot. So he was a little scared there. Little monsters under the bed, though, when you got that guy right to your left. Bobby's now up 12K, though, after that big hand with Danny, and nice little hand there. So Bobby's having a heck of a night as well. John H. up 5K.
Z-Fish has climbed out of it. He's up a little bit. Z-World is climbing, but he's still down just a bit. Scott's going to wake up with some kings over there.
And we know Big Gay Al loves the Cowboys.
So Spooky raised it up with that ace-9 offsuit. He made it 300 to go. Now Scott's going to 3-bet here with those Cowboys. 1,300 now.
How you doing, man? Good. Running good, huh?
All of the hands that could have called have folded, but now it's Spooky in the ace-9, and Big Gay Al says yeehaw. He's going to take it down.
Spooky says, no thank you. I'm not messing with Al. Kings are good.
You like kings?
Shout out to Scott's fam. They always tune in and watch Dad play.
I keep thinking there's a card over there by Mal.
There's only 8 of us.
There is a card.
There is a card. That is a Texas Card House membership card.
Good luck.
I did want it to last 2 hands.
Yeah, I'll take my man over here.
And you don't want to do what Mallory's doing. You don't want that card sitting there when you're in a Texas Card House room. Public service announcement.
Brent Schmidt throwing in a guess there. I had forgotten I'd asked about that, but yeah, not a bad guess. Same kind of genre, but it was not Flea, but it was actually Flea might have been in there as well. But Anthony Kiedis of the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
I was going to say that, Red Hot Chili Peppers. Just a random guess. That's what I was going to say.
Yep. Anthony Kiedis was in there. Got in a fight on the beach with Keanu Reeves and Patrick Swayze.
That was my one chance to get a question right that I have no idea what the answer was.
And I won't ruin the rest of that because there was a really funny scene with Anthony Kiedis' character in the movie Point Break. What happens to him?
I'm going to go home and watch it now.
It's such a freaking good movie. You like action, you like the beach, surfing, skydiving, bank robberies, come on.
Action.
Hot women.
I like all that stuff.
No.
Z-Fish going to take that one down, and John Dew says, is there some sort of sandstorm apocalypse? That might be a good way to describe it. We've called this table queso colored. This is the new felt that they've come out with. We've got the Dallas Skyline, which was awesome on the last table. Only thing I don't love here is you can't see Reunion Tower as well. It's right there.
It's right smack in the middle, but it's a super weird shade of gray where it doesn't stick out as well as it should.
Yeah, it's pointed right at the seat 5. Yeah, that Patrick Swayze's character was just awesome. Bodie. Big old flop here. Z-Fish got the best of it.
That's top pair and a flush draw.
RJ's favorite
That is
kind of flush draw.
That's my very favorite flush draw. Top pair and a flush draw. And of course, it bricks out on him a little bit, but top pair still best here for Z-Fish. That's why I like it.
That was 500.
Sometimes it's good.
Spooky's like, man, I'm sick of giving up my chips here.
Pardon me, Spook turned a straight here, by
He
the
did.
way. That changes things for me. And he will check raise this river. That's way more fun.
Your Z-Fish, you think, man, I've got this board locked up on that flop. And then the 9 drops out of the sky and kicks you right in the cojones.
Yep, Z-Fish gives the old dirty stink eye over there, but makes the call. And Spooky shows it off. Straight good. How come I missed that 4-liner at first? Golly, what the? These guys. All right, getting serious over there for Spooky. He's having to find more spots to stack some chips.
Zach, they were fighting over betting against you, by the way.
No, it's not about you.
I don't recall this conversation.
What am I supposed to hit? He's got the nuts every day.
It's been a long time since I played a session where it just got messy in the chip stacks over there. It's been a while. And nowadays, everybody colors up so stinking much. It's almost annoying for the dealers. Start a 5-10 PLO game, and everybody's got $1,000 chips. It's like, well, we're just going to pause the game, folks, until you guys can figure out what the blinds are.
Yeah, you got to be careful, too, on the lower stakes games, too, because I've started to see that quite a bit. A lot of players will start to chip up to black chips.
Yes.
And you forget how many chips they have when you just aren't staring at a stack. There's a couple of black chips laying over there, and even if they're not trying to hide them, you forget that they're there sometimes. And
I'm all about
oops.
I'm all about coloring up. We don't want to go back to 2008 when we had 4 towers of red chips. But we do still have to manage the game a little bit, so let's, make sure you keep those blind chips around.
Big flop here for Scott. He's got 80% of the royal flush.
Ace Jack with the ace of spades. And, of course, the 9 of spades in the hand there that did not want to see a 10 of spades pop up. Now we're hanging around with that queen 4. Gets an ugly turn. She officially has the most equity, but Scott's going to put the hammer to it a little bit on this turn. Bets 700 and takes it down.
Yeah, of course, everybody knows you don't have a royal if you don't show it, right? You don't have to show quads. Some say you don't even have to show a straight flush. But if you hit a royal, you got to show it, right?
Next royal I'm mucking it.
Oh, I'm calling horse shit.
Like a boss.
Just mucking the royal, taking down the chips, and just say you'll never know. Okay.
We saw one a while back. Who was it? Georgie.
On stream?
Yeah, Georgie had quads, flopped quads with kings.
He did, indeed.
And, some betting went down and whatnot, and on the end, he did not get called on the river.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but quads is not a royal.
He put it in the muck, and they said, what'd you have? He said, I had quads.
Yeah.
They said, yeah, right. And he's like, you'll see it on stream.
That was funny. our German brother,
he
Georgie,
threw his quads in the muck like
a boss.
Like a boss. He's my hero.
Which Roadhouse did you see, Brent Schmidt? The good one, the Swayze one, or the new one that came out that I heard makes everybody want to punch Conor McGregor in the face?
Spicy hand here. Z-Fish 3-bets it up. 3-bet with that 10-5 of clubs. Why not get a 10-high flop? And check it. Check. King of spades on the turn.
No spade in hand for either player.
Now these two have been spicy with one another tonight. We saw King High versus King High on the river earlier with a half pot, then a raise. But this time Z-Fish has the best of it and gets to bet the turn. 3-bet pre-flop, got that 10-high flop. So about $1,000 out there. Now there's going to be 2,000. 9 of hearts on the river.
And Mallerie left with nothing.
Mallerie says, not much, nothing, you got it. And Z-Fish turns away like he was embarrassed to show that pair of tens.
Well, that is the one I was hoping you saw, Brent. The older one with Sam Elliott. The double douche.
I'm going to text you next time I'm sitting at home trying to scroll through Netflix, figure out something I need to watch.
Oh, man.
You can send me a list.
If it came from the 80s, 90s, man, that back in those Blockbuster video days, buddy.
Yeah, that's true. You should have taken some of
I was too poor for Blockbuster. You were rich.
You were so poor, you used to scratch crap with the chickens, didn't you?
Yep.
My football coach was from Oklahoma, and he used to say that. I was dadgum poor. I used to scratch crap with the chickens.
Yeah, you know where he got that?
Where?
Our backyard.
Oh. He watched you back there scratching crap with the chickens. Don't even know what that means, but evidently that means you are dirt poor.
All right, King Jack of Hearts versus 7-8. 150 to go here. Flop is Junk-ola for everyone. Bobby able to continue with that king high.
Takes down. Bobby's having a good night, mixing up his game a little bit.
Yeah, Bobby's been playing sharp last couple times he's been on. Love to see it.
He started off the night telling Scott, he said, I swear if you try to bluff me again, I'm going to snap you off. Because Scott got him pretty good last week.
So they've been watching the show a little bit, huh?
They have.
Okay.
They hadn't played much at all with each other prior to that, and now they're getting accustomed to each other.
Yeah, I do remember a couple hands of those two having a good time with each other, you know, kind of talking a little smack and having a good time. I don't remember the details of the bluffery that was going on. But
well, I bet you could guess who was doing the most talking.
Yeah.
See what happens? You see what happens?
Bobby, but
we love it though.
Yeah,
man.
Scott's kind of quiet, so it's good when somebody can get him to cutting up a little bit.
All right, Z World is awake. Big little card dead for a minute.
Yeah, he 3-bet with that 10-6 suited or whatever it was a while ago. Now he's ready. He's warmed up. Gets raised with Ace-Jack. Oh, you know what I just did? Z-World here.
Not Z-Fish?
Not Z-Fish. They got me. They got me.
You can go to SeaWorld to see Z-Fish.
I got to put $10 in the kitty. Got the Z's mixed up.
I'm going to put so much pressure on him.
Taylor over there going, God, it's a terrible dad joke, Eric. She's glad she's not in the booth on this side with us. She's on the other side.
She loves us.
She still hears our terrible jokes.
What would she do without hearing our blabbery every night?
That's all right. Some of us like to be shamed.
Oh, you. Oh, yeah.
Queen?
Well, we got just about 30 more minutes left of tonight's stream, and thank you guys and gals again for sticking with us. We had a little tech issue early on, and we had the production team find another way to get the stream back up and running.
No problem. We got that.
We've had a good time ever since, though, so thank you all who came back, re-signed in to a new link, and have engaged with us in the chat, made it a fun night.
He's really, really good for his age.
He retired.
King Queen on the button for JD. That's definitely worth an open. Makes it 150 to go.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go, says Z-Fish. 4 ways for 150.
Ace, 9, 10. That's top 2 here for John H. Backdoor hearts for Z-Fish with a little pair.
Yeah, otherwise he's pretty dead because he would need a 9. A jack is no good.
Gutter ball here for JD. He's got that jack covered up. So yes, a jack would be chaos, but it's like Z-Fish sniffed that out. He's like, I'm just gonna take the train. His jack nine's in the muck.
Jack nine of hearts, albeit.
Deuce of hearts on the turn. Would have been pretty much the best card for Z-Fish. Couple in the deck, that would have been one of them. Checks to JD. Does he want to continue on the turn? You bet he does. $1,000 to stay. Mallerie puts her weak ace in the muck. John H with the real hand, top two.
Yeah, a couple of draws are out there.
Calls
the most
1,000.
obvious. And yeah, the most obvious gets there, the front door flush, but JD not holding that. Can JD and will JD rep that hand though?
JD knows he's going to have to bet it to win it, but he also knows his opponent could have a flush. Do you bet enough?
Do it, do it. We always want to see sicko mode.
Yeah, no diamonds here to block anything, so JD pretty much butt naked here. He does check it. He gives up.
You heard it first. Butt naked on stream.
Butt naked on the button. Just check it.
Put him to the test, JD.
Check it. Yeah. Z-Fish wanted to see it too. He's like, put him to the test.
Won't pass, I think.
Put him to the test. He's like, man, I was butt naked. What do you want me to do?
Exactly. JD knows.
La Estación? That's her nickname. La Estación.
We need to get the pennant square to show where we are if we're calling stations. What is the blaster?
Player styles. Yeah,
the player styles grid.
There's the knit, there's the calling
Unfortunately, we
station,
don't
the
have
tight
that
aggressive.
lined up here.
You're usually tight aggressive, which is good.
Yeah, it's like
I mean, it's not a bad thing as long as you're aggressive. Not meaning this.
Which hand are you talking about there, cutting up?
Welcome to the chat, cutting up.
He's a fan of JD. He was in town checking out TCH Dallas from Florida and wanted to meet JD because he's watched him on stream a bit.
Yeah,
so he's
very
probably
nice.
giving him some props for not getting out of line there. But
he's with me.
But we wanted to see the sickness, see if he could get John to fold.
Well, he put $1,000 worth of sickness in there on the turn, and he said, "Yeah, that's enough."
That's enough. A little easier in the booth to want somebody to bluff for $7,000.
True that. Another hand goes to Spooky.
Little small rabbit.
Just cruising along over there. Big rabbit, skinny rabbits, he don't care.
I like a fat rabbit.
Mm-hmm. Well, he is up a fat rabbit. He's up nearly 26,000. Bobby up 11,000 and a half. John H picking up that pot just a few moments ago. He's up nearly 7K.
You'll feel so much better tomorrow. 1 month with 25.
Tough situation.
Oh yeah.
That's what I heard. Yeah. Did they turn down the casino bids for the old place where the Texas Stadium used to be?
Who did, Dallas?
I know they bought the land.
Base 7 versus 6 deuce, we're heads up.
They had made a bid for casino.
Not much landing here for either player. Spooky's got the ace 7. He's out of position. He'll check it to Mallerie and her button. And Spooky will lay it down. 6 high good for Malpal. She'll take it.
And that's why they did it. But I just
Literally, I think
the only.
But then they got rid of Luca, see, so that's where they
real.
They got rid of Luca, like all Bill
is going to be the Indian casino.
They're talking about basketball, and I didn't even realize Dallas still had a basketball team. Did you?
They're still playing?
Yeah.
I'll be. Well, they got a big game tomorrow night. I do know that.
Yeah? Is it against a team they've beaten a few times this year?
They will be hosting the Lakers of Los Angeles here in Dallas. The return.
Oh, the return of 77.
Of Luka.
Can you imagine the standing ovation he's going to get?
People might cry.
Yeah.
there could be some tears.
Honestly, I've heard, and I think I've mentioned it before, maybe not on stream, but basketball is one of those sports where people really gravitate to individual players more than they do teams. And when we let that individual go, we lost a shitload of fans because so many people who aren't even from Dallas were paying attention to the Dallas Mavericks.
You bet. Global, right? His marketing went all around the rock. Queen Jack lands here for JD.
250.
So he's got the best of it as Mallerie will bet her middle pair here. Spooky makes the call with King, Queen. Over cards.
Every time I see Big Gal over there with his big old wide eyes, I just giggle. Knowing that that's going to be my Halloween costume this year.
He's a good-looking cartoon character.
Yep. I'm going to have to do a little bit of bronzing, though. He's got a little bit more.
All right, JD goes with the check raise here. Got a little money out there. Now he's going to bump it up. Malpal acting like she's not totally ready to go away just yet. Thinking it over there.
She's going.
Wait
a minute.
There is one diamond out there.
Pair and a backdoor diamond draw and an overcard. Wouldn't hate her for folding. It's not nitty to fold there, but she does think maybe I should come along here.
All right, so JD, check raise, makes it 1,000 to stay in this pot. Mallerie makes the call. We've got 3,300 out there. Ace of hearts on the turn.
How did she know?
Big turn here for Mallerie.
How did the Malpal know the ace was coming?
Look at JD looking up like he knows this is a silly card.
Probably thinking maybe an ace high spade draw got there. That's probably going through his mind as well. So we're going to check it.
Does check it.
Come on with the sick check back.
JD now with 2 outs. Does not want to see a queen.
Set up the river jam, potentially.
Yeah, 3,300 in the pot. Mallerie running a little low over there. Stacked pot ratio below 1 to 1.
Is that little baby bet there?
500.
Ooh. Interesting.
Trying to go to Value Town.
I mean, that 500 almost pissed you off, right? like what is that?
Yes, that's so true.
What is she doing to me?
Had a buddy do that to me the other day.
Stringing me along here.
All right, 3 of clubs here on the river. No help for JD. He checks it to Mal.
4,300 out there, 2,300 in her stack.
She just checks it.
Whoa.
Ay, ay, ay. On her best behavior, very gracious. Shoulda, coulda fired.
Wow.
Says, I want JD to come back next week. I'm just going to check this.
Yeah, that's a little. Things that make you go, Another wonderful song from the early 90s. Remember that one, RJ?
She has some extra attributes in this game. Puts her in some weird spots for sure.
That was an interesting one for sure. Coop Dog.
Coop Dog.
Thank you again for getting the stream back up and running for us, Mr. Cooper.
Coop, the real MVP tonight.
Wasn't there a show about Mr. Cooper?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think that Mr. Cooper looked like our Cooper, though. Hanging with Cool Hand Coop. There he is. What it do? Coop Dog in the house.
Coop gonna do what it do. All right. We can smell the end zone from here, but we are not there yet. We're still slinging some chippies here. Z-Fish, 300 to go. With 7-5 off. King, king, deuce to flop.
Somebody tell Taylor it's not Halloween.
You are sometimes, and then you get to the pit of despair.
That's one of your favorites.
I know. Yeah.
She wears her sunglasses at night. So there she goes.
Z-Fish able to continue on that flop, take it down. It is good for the stream.
Well, great job doing the production work tonight, Tay-Tay. We will see you later. She's going to cut loose, and we're going to finish with the last few hands. That is her in the chat there, Taylor Driscoll.
That was it.
Yeah, exactly, man. Stop trying with the big
Yeah, I really got to give them a lot of credit tonight because when we have those tech issues, sometimes we're just kind of left stumped, not knowing what to do. But they pulled together and found another way to get the stream back on tonight. So we could be here with you guys where we always want to be on a Tuesday night. TCH Live. Somebody's put a smile on our boy Z-World's face. Dragging a pot will usually make you smile a little bit, so he's going to try this King 9 out. Coming in for a 3-bet. 3-bet and spooky is a risky proposition. Wow.
Respect. Let's go. Aces.
He says aces and shows the King 9. Looky there. See? Got him a little grin. We got a Z-World smile. Dragging a pot will indeed induce a smile. Well played, young buck. Z-World just got a little 3-bet through, RJ, while you stepped out.
There we go, Z-World.
Yeah, he was looking real sad.
Where's his fans? I know he's had some fans in the chat watching him, rooting him on tonight.
He was looking all sad, and he 3-bet spooky. How dangerous is that? Then he told him he had aces, showed him that King 9 like a boss.
Nice.
It was a small pot, but
gave him some smiling chips,
it did, absolutely. We got to see a player last night when we were doing the live stream.
Team seatbelts for the win.
Last night, the live stream for the main event down there in Austin, and there was a young player named Johnny that was on the final table. He finished 3rd. Very reminiscent to me of both Harvey and Z-World here. Zach, young guy, locked into the game, up-and-comer.
Part stud.
Already married to the game, though, you know? Like,
yeah.
Not just somebody who's going to just poke around and fart around with poker. Somebody who's actually going to be a lifer.
Congrats to Johnny. Congrats to who'd you just mention? Harvey.
Yep.
Harvey busted him up down there at Seminole Hard Rock this week.
Yeah. But I love seeing these younger guys coming in and, you know, taking it really serious.
There he is. I knew Z-World fans were still watching.
And they got the results now to show.
It's an every week thing, man. You guys always be hungry.
Well, my hand of the night tonight, with you in the booth with me, is definitely the quad 3s for Team Scott and Big
That was a big
Al.
one. That was a big one.
JD doesn't really agree, but it was fun. Minimal damage.
That was a fun hand.
Oh, I'm sorry. Just right around the corner.
2 doors over.
It is insane.
They introduced me to them sometime before. I've never done that.
You ever run it?
They're really
If you
good.
hang out, you gotta hang out like 10 minutes after this. There's a 15 delay. After the delay, they'll come out.
Oh, sounds like somebody wants to meet us.
Come on in. Say hello.
That is the tough part, right? Half the time when we're done, we
Yes.
don't get to chat with a lot of the
Yeah,
players
the
because they've
15
already cashed out and gone.
The 15-minute delay is just enough that they sneak out of here before we walk out the door. And we miss out on meeting everybody a lot of times.
There was a
Threes get a check mark here, on, even after all 5 cards are on the board.
So that's the first one gone, so he's never met him.
Everyone else has missed. Z-Fish has the check mark if we go to showdown.
And normally
you filmed it, I know you did. It's in the archives.
they've always been real kind to me and pumped me too hard, you know.
Oh, there you go, Brandon Wilkins. Chiming back in. What's up, B-Dub?
Yeah, still got
The whole time, and then RJ comes in, like,
10 to 15 minutes of our stream here. That's just enough time to let us know where you're giving shout-outs from and who are you shout-outing. Still got time to root on your favorite player and let us know where you're coming in from.
Speaking of the delay, I'm looking at the dealer on screen right now, and then I look through the booth window, and he's staring at me through the booth window, too.
Mr. Jacob made it in here.
Man, thank God there's not 2 of him.
He had a ball tonight, spinning those cards for the crew. All right, 100 to go here. Bobby's going to bump it up.
We don't have to have mics because it's
5, 10, 25 are the blinds, $50 straddle, and $100 straddle.
I think they turn it off because they don't.
Stop. Never.
Spooky doesn't talk much, man, so he can keep his mic right up to his face. He's not a big talker.
That's all right. Those are fun to hear when they speak as well because it's usually funny or has some meaning.
For sure.
Yeah.
A lot of playable hands here. Let's see what Z-World
And that's how
wants to do.
Spooky is, right?
For
Like
sure.
if he says something, it's probably funny or had some meaning.
Come on, young kid. Let's see what you got here with the King Jack. Yeah. Bumping it up to 1,500.
Yep. Z-World doing Z-World things here. It's 1,500 to go.
It is just Z's world. We're all just living in it. All those hands going into the muck.
All the way back around to the button. JD with a dominated Queen Jack. And he's able to get out of it. Z-World takes it down, 885 in profit.
For sure it's aces, right?
For sure it's
Aces again, shows his King Jack.
There you go. Gets another one through. Working his way back. Yeah, they may play a little bit off camera. A lot of times they'll drive on down and play in the big game over at Las Colinas.
Yeah, I think Z-World got up to where he was
right at even.
Yeah.
And he ran into that one. Was it against Scott? Yeah, Scott's little baby pair. The 4 was held, which kept him in the game. And
that was the one that knocked him down for sure.
And then he got the quads. But yeah, that was.
Yeah, I think he was still down. I think Z was still down just a bit. But yeah, now he's down $5,000 right now, trying to close out strong.
For sure. And poker's a game. It's not like sports. You can play your best, sometimes. And I guess it is like sports. You can play your best as an individual and sometimes still lose.
It's true.
Cards are going to do what they do. Isn't that right, Mr. Wilkins? They going to do what they do.
Do what they do. Queen, 9-9. Queens and 9s, hot cards tonight. None of them this time in the holdings. Jack Deuce is a winner. Bobby throws down King High. Spooky got him.
Shout out to our boy Randy 3-Coin, though. You're rocking the 3-Coin hat. I saw him on a stream last night. He was cheating on us. He was down there at another club in the Austin area, but he still throws us some love. So.
Oh, he does. He is nothing but love.
And, of course, we love those other rooms, too. The other guys have some great content as well, so shout out to them. We had Skull Mike actually in our chat last night when we were doing the Austin tournament.
He's made a couple appearances.
Cool cat. Stanky stank, indeed. The stankiest.
This hand one more.
Stanky stank might stir you up a drink you drink.
Huh?
3 coin.
$50 flip.
You got to make me a mocktail, though, because we rocking sober these days. But
That's right.
y'all can drink one for me.
That's how you stay so handsome.
What were you asking, 250?
Stop it. I would do 250. No, I cannot.
Just excite actually.
I know you guys want tail for 250.
That's fine.
Ace 7-8. So the ace lands here in a battle of ace 10 versus ace deuce.
But then everybody's got 250 on the side too.
Yeah, do that.
You're in?
What?
Side action?
No,
She'll go your whole stack.
No, you won't.
Now, if Bobby can find a way to win this hand in showdown, it might be fun.
I don't even think we've had a damn it Bobby moment tonight. He's been running so good.
Nice little check here from Bobby on the turn. 3 of hearts on the river. So Bobby's going to like his hand here, but he does check it. Spooky checks it. Check, check. We go to showdown.
This one's about to get spicy, guys. I'm telling you.
Good luck. Good luck.
Buckle up. Here we go.
Uh-oh.
He's just
Z-Fish done warned him.
Z-Fish has warned him.
I
He's
gotta-
got the button, and it's time to turn up the ice. He's bored.
He said, I got a button and a hankering.
And he's 2.4K.
Get spicy.
He ain't scared.
No.
I'm predicting I fold.
Something about a crazy chicken.
El Pollo Loco. I never understood. Do they say verbal is binding or gerbils are biting?
Okay.
Verbal's binding?
No say nada, man.
No say nada. Okay. No say nada. The gerbils are biting. This is about to get spicy.
Good luck, buddy.
Thank God I didn't use
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's going to be a bloodbath for sure.
Well, if nothing else,
I'm gonna get a walk.
if nothing else, they're spicy and talking
So
crap to one another.
we did see Z-World, knowing it was about to get spicy, just open mucked the queen jack.
He believed that they were about to get spicy. He said, I don't want queen jack right here.
So Z-Fish does turn up the heat a little bit on the button
Don't be shy.
with the crabs.
Queen jack is probably my least favorite hand to trust when things are getting spicy as well.
Especially when the queen has a
Yeah.
mustache.
This is the last hand?
Yeah, then we have the flip.
Then we do the flip.
Say it ain't so.
I'm just putting all my money on.
All right.
the flip.
Fun little hand here.
And
Threes are holding.
three's in the lead, and you know he's betting them.
Yeah, we got 1,500 out there. Z-Fish raised from his button.
Ooh, he's going to check them.
Give him a free one, he says. Oh,
Okay.
and he's going to
Yeah,
like it.
Now he's betting.
King of diamonds pairs the board here. Now Mal's been a little spicy on the turns, but she does choose a check-in.
What?
Check, check, check. 7 on the river.
And somehow the threes are
Threes
still
dodge
good.
everything again.
But don't tell us you're going to be spicy and then check your threes all the way down,
Yeah.
Z-Fish.
Yeah, this is not even black pepper. No spice.
No spice.
300 from Mallerie. She's not believing the spice either.
Well, she's actually thinking that maybe her hand is good.
Yeah, right?
Ace high.
Says these boys are just joshing around over here.
He's going to fold Z-Fish.
That's a pro.
Oh, look at the face. The utter look of disappointment
Ay,
on the
ay,
face
ay.
of Z-Fish. You just got owned after telling us all you were going to spice it up.
Spice was the right idea.
I hope he's still hanging around when we get out of this booth.
I know,
so
yes.
we can tell him we're disappointed.
We need to give him a little spice for that one, yeah.
Yeah, because he was holding the nuts. Look at Malpal just getting one through there.
Yeah,
She's now back up 2.5K.
there we go.
Malpal.
Positive 2.5, and she just flew by Z-Fish in that pot.
Yeah. Leapfrog.
That's the word I'm looking for.
Well, here is our PL flip in the night. That was Z-Fish's last shot on the button. Last hold'em hand. He said he was going to spice it up.
Spiced it up perfectly. Perfectly.
Yeah, I agree.
I had a king
Side action, anybody know?
I agree, but they won't be ugly until.
And who would be surprised if Spooky wins this flip?
Right? Let's see. Who's down just enough that this could like make their day? Scott, I believe, is like right at that number.
Oh, baby.
999.
The 9, just drawing dead, unless we get some sort of running straight flush, which nobody appears to have.
That's pretty good flop there for Z-Fish, as he has a 9 in his holding.
Anybody have like a Jack 10 of diamonds? No, there's the Jack of diamonds. That's a wrap.
There is a
Quad 9s.
Nice.
oh no, nasty.
Z-Fish bails himself out after that last disaster. Gets 2K back, rebate, re-jumps Mallerie, and he's up 3K. So there's the numbers for tonight. Spooky with a big winner tonight. Great job, Spooky. 23 grand in profit. Bobby up 12.4.
Scott and Z-World came back pretty strong, but didn't quite get to positive, but good job for their part.
Much better than being in the hole 10K, that is for
You
sure.
bet.
John up 6K, Z-Fish 3, and Mallerie 2. So great night. Shout out to all the folks that played. Of course, David Benitez and Danny Marks for coming on, and we wish them better luck next time. They're always fun to see those guys in the room. Great night, and thank y'all again for tuning in. And we don't have all of our flyers up because we're using a different streaming, so nothing really to promote right now.
We got a tournament Saturday night.
Tournament Saturday night, of course, that you and I will be commentating on. Be on the lookout, though, on our schedule. TCH Dallas for the even bigger one at the end of the month.
Congress next week. That's worth mentioning.
That's right. Congress, or obviously Big O, as the rest of the country calls it. Somehow we call it Congress.
That game, whatever.
In these parts. But, yeah, Big O live stream next week. Greg Vale, book writer and content creator, puts out a lot of cool stuff, specifically on PLO and, of course, high-low, Big O, the 5-card variety. We're going to be doing that, I think, next week on Tuesday night. So tune in for that. It was a lot of fun last time. A lot of folks were asking a ton of questions in the chat and getting a ton of information. And I heard from Rebecca, who hosts our Big O game here, that people reached out to her and were like, that is the only Big O stream I've ever watched where I felt like I really learned, because the person was really breaking down the hands. And, you know, it was really fun for me to do, because I really just got to sit in the booth and let Greg do his thing. So shout out.
And we're going to do it again.
We're going to do it again, give it another shot, see if we can't grow this Big O game here in the Dallas, Texas area. But great night again, and thank y'all again for dealing with us at the start. But for RJ Dupree, I'm Eric Van Loosen, TCH Live Dallas. We're out of here.
Good night. Buckle up.